What's going on, everyone? It's the Sticks and Balls podcast. It's your boy Bobby D, as usual. Look who's back.
Hey, how are ya?
Look who's back. It's Greg Malfeasy, joined on my left.
Who is that? What's your name again?
Hey, it's Greg.
Hi, Greg. I'm Tyler.
All right, well, now that we got that out of the way, you know what day it is. The expansion draft lists have been released. You guys were supposed to do that before, even though it wasn't planned. That was an impromptu drum roll.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
So today we are going to be doing an official S&B expansion draft. All three of us are going to be drafting our own team through capfriendly.com.
Love it.
Great tool.
They should be a sponsor of ours.
Really should
We
be.
push them so much.
I mean, yeah.
My
I'm pretty
Lord.
sure
Every podcast does.
everyone uses this.
So,
Even Bob McKenzie.
So
Yep.
you're saying there's a chance?
Because anyone who's not in the league, and then I'm sure the league has their own official,
Database.
database of everything. So this is all for the fans.
For the boys.
And you know what? It is awesome.
yeah, like I said, we're going to be doing our own drafts. Tyler's going to be doing his own team. I'm going to be doing my own team. Greg is going to be doing his own team.
The best team.
Might be a little lengthy podcast for you guys today. Hopefully the camera battery lives up for the same length.
No, whatever happens.
I charged it fully. It definitely said full. So we're rolling.
You did all you can.
I know.
That's it.
Wouldn't be the first time the camera dies on us. We just like to talk. Okay, Tyler,
Yes.
you are our local capologist and expansion draft expert.
Salary cap analyst.
Take us through some of the major rules before we get going.
Oh, so what? All right, so
Like, how are players protected? How are players unprotected? What's the rules and regulations for that? Just to give people a recap of what we're dealing
before
with
we go
here.
through.
Yeah.
Okay, so teams have two options going through to protect players. You can do 7 forwards, 3D, and a goalie, or you can do 8 skaters total, forwards or defensemen, and a goalie. So obviously, being weighed, forwards and defensemen weighed differently. If you have a no movement clause, you have to be protective, except for Fleury and Enstrom, who both waived theirs. Props to them, giving their team a better chance to keep some more players. So you have to expose 2 forwards and 1 defenseman per team who have played or who are under contract for next season, the 17-18 season, and have played 40 games or more in the NHL last season, or 70 games in the NHL the past 2 seasons. So guys who are injured, they don't meet exposure requirements. So that's a big one, being able to expose people. So Vegas has a better team.
Expose him.
I mean, basically that's it. There's a few deals coming up to the draft. Teams trying to clean up their list a little bit. Drew and go to Montreal. Whatever the hell his name is, Benoit.
Bellieu.
Bellieu. Yeah.
Nathan Bellieu.
Beaulieu.
I'm going to keep saying it Bellieu, I think, just because it rolls off my tongue a little better. But
At least I'm not the only one.
friggin' pumped about it. Let's go Sabres.
Real low-key move for the Sabres. Obviously, looking at some of these lists, there's a lot of question marks.
A lot of bad players.
There's a lot of good players too,
PG,
which
Arizona.
brings up the question of side deals with Vegas.
Yep.
Who's actually exposed and who is, just kept off the protection list for
A barrage.
Yeah, exactly. Because the deals are not supposed to be announced till Wednesday, when
Yeah, Vegas can just be stockpiling them, right?
Yeah.
Until Wednesday.
that's the plan.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted.
No. Hey, I'm talking by myself
I got a
little
little
bit
excited.
here.
I got a little excited.
Um,
I wish they would announce them as it went.
yeah.
So you'd know.
Vegas has to have a minimum salary cap of $43.8 million, and obviously the max cap just got bumped up to $75 million today. With the Players Association agreeing on that. They draft 30 players, 1 from each team. Have to have a minimum of 14 forwards, 9 defensemen, and 3 goalies. And the rest, do whatever you want.
Gravy.
Yeah.
Gravy.
There's talk, Vegas is just going to pick a lot of defensemen and goalies who are in high demand for teams and just kind of hold them hostage.
Value.
Yeah, and then trade them off. Just like, give us your next 2 first-round picks for Robin Leonard. Obviously, he's protected, but,
I saw that on the NHL Network before I left, that one of the analysts had them drafting 4 starter caliber, starter to mid-starter caliber tendies. One of them was Carter Hutton, so he doesn't really count as a starter caliber, but the other 3. Which it would make sense. Stockpile, there's value. Throw them back in the market for an overprice.
Yeah, Philly needs a goalie. Calgary kind of got a goalie. I think they want another insurance policy, though, for Smith.
Mm-hmm. Well, they've got... Smith, to me, seems like a bridge guy.
Yeah.
Till those young studs come up.
Gillies.
And Parsons.
Yeah.
But that's what it's perfect for.
There's Vegas starting... It was today. Vegas can sign any unprotected free agent to a deal, which will count as a player selected for the team.
Yep. So if it was Jumbo Joe, I think was an example.
You can
McKenzie
throw,
threw out.
$10 million at him.
Mm-hmm.
1 year, $10 million deal. Sign him. Vegas doesn't have to worry about anyone. Or San Jose doesn't have to worry about Vegas picking up a guy from him. I don't think that'll happen, but it was just a good...
And it's at no other cost other than they have to re-sign him, right? They don't have to give up anything to be able to do. They're unrestricted free agents, so...
But, they're picking players for free anyway, so you don't have to give up anything anyways.
Just clarifying.
So, that's all right. So, it's a lot going on. And... I don't know.
Hashtag off-season content has arrived?
It has. Finally!
It has arrived.
We're all extremely excited for this.
The Sabres and Devils are back in it.
We are relevant again. That's funny.
Yeah.
But,
Greg, I might need you to open up another thing because now it went back to their formula's frigged up.
Yeah. I'm having a little trouble here.
Yeah, the iPad's not working here, folks.
A little thing called smarter, not harder.
Got the MacBook down underneath the camera. It's the center of all of the audio and video. Can't use it up here. We created more space in this new studio.
Mm-hmm.
By new studio, I mean we just added a new table.
Lavish studios.
New camera also. Thanks, Mom.
Does your mom listen to this?
All right, well, let's... why don't we just get going here?
All right, I'm ready to go.
Greg has my team going. I'm going through on the iPad, but Greg's going to click for me so he can keep track of my salary cap because the salary is not working on the iPad. It automatically fills it for you.
First world problems.
Great.
So let me just go on a little rant here. What we were talking about before we started recording, how George McPhee isn't going to be going through this list alphabetically like we are, which challenges things. Also, he's gotten millions of calls on trades and stuff like that, so he's going to be able to think.
Everybody's just trying to be his best friend.
Yes. He's like, all right, well, I'll take this person and then trade him to the Sabres and then New Jersey for XYZ. So they're able to sit around a round table and look at all these different teams at the same time while all we have is one screen and it goes alphabetically for us if we want it to be.
Ooh.
So then you're more inept to just like, okay, I'm going to Anaheim, who's their best player, and then I'm going to go to Arizona and pick their next best player. But if you do it a different way, you're able to start around the best players that are available and then go out from there. So this challenges things, and for the sake of time, we're just going to try and do it relatively easily because we are 100% going to be wrong for the most part.
Yeah.
No.
Tyler vehemently disagrees.
Whatever. If you get yours 100% correctly, I will give you $1,000.
Oh.
Deal.
And if you don't, you have to
No.
$1,000.
No, that was not part of the deal. Exactly why I shook his hand.
All right, well...
For the
No.
0.5% chance I'm actually right on all of these.
I think it might be like 0.001.
Yeah, what are the odds of getting the NCAA March Madness bracket right? Because that's about this.
Divide that, or
what's
times that
best?
by 2. That's what Tyler's odds are for this.
Yeah.
But let's get going. We'll just go from left to right. Tyler, who's going to be your first pick?
All right. So starting with Anaheim.
Starting with the Ducks. Ducks fly together.
They do. I'm going under the assumption that they have a side deal going based on the fact that they exposed Vatanen and Mason, two very good defensemen for them.
Manson.
Manson.
Yeah.
Sorry. Manson, Josh. You're a good guy. I like you. Play for the Sabres, please. I'm going to go with...
What a recruiting method.
He definitely
Get his
listens to
name
the,
wrong. and then
definitely listens to the podcast.
get his name wrong and ask him to play for us.
All right, whatever. I'm going in under the fact that they're signing Patrick Eaves to a contract in this brief window. 33 years old, 30 goals last year. You know, good grinding guy, character guy from him.
Did he score 30 goals this year?
Pretty sure.
Between Dallas and Anna. Yeah.
Just sign him to like a quick 2-year, $2.5 million contract. 2 year, 6 year, 2 year, 5 year, or 2 year, $5 million, 2 year, $6 million.
I mean, he's 33, so yeah, that's all you can really sign him to. But I think I want to say he had like 28 when he was even going to Anaheim. He had a ton when he was getting it.
Yeah, I think he got injured kind of at the end, but
He got injured in the playoffs.
or in the play. Yeah, that's what it was because he didn't play the last little bit.
Patrick Eaves, 20 goals, 11 assists.
No, that's just games
No
played.
way.
20 goals with 11 goals with the Ducks.
Click on his name.
I'm trying.
32 goals, 19 apples in total.
There you go.
100% with the beard.
Beard.
100%.
Great
Look at that. That's a
So
gorgeous-
you
Tom.
have them picking, then signing.
No, signing.
Yeah, who do you
Just
got?
signing.
No, you have to pick them to sign them.
No, but if you sign them to a free agent, then that counts as a player picked.
Okay, I had it backwards.
Yeah. So if they sign any free unprotected,
Vegas. Vegas.
Vegas signs any undraft or unprotected
That
free
counts,
agent in this
right.
period till Wednesday, that will count as a pick against the said team.
And so they get first crack because obviously
Yes.
free agency for NHL for the rest of these teams doesn't open till
So
July 1st.
they'll have to have their UFAs signed by
They can't.
the expansion draft then.
Cool.
The teams.
Vegas has to have them signed by Wednesday night.
Well, yeah, that's the point. That's how they get
Okay.
drafted. They're drafted,
See,
but they're really
this
signed.
is like nearly impossible to do this now.
That's why Tyler at lunch said GM has everyone else by the balls.
GM.
Okay, so either way, I'm going to pick Sammy Vatanen.
Okay.
So who did Tyler pick?
Patrick Eaves.
Patrick
Oh, you
Eaves.
picked Eaves.
Either sign him as a contract
put-
free agent.
So I was operating under the assumption that Vatanen was absolutely going to be dealt with on the Duck side, as was Eaves. So I'm giving Vegas Josh Manson because he's good,
Good
but I
young
don't
defenseman.
think Anaheim's going to do anything to remedy his situation. They got enough defensemen, so I'm sticking with Josh Manson. He will bury you.
All right, sir.
13,000 hits last game,
Most hits in the playoffs, right?
13,000 exactly.
give or take, one or two,
Okay.
rounding.
Okay, Arizona. Who you got, Hick?
Wait, you didn't pick a guy.
Yes, I did. I said Sammy Vatanen.
Oh, you did. Oh, sorry.
Got him.
I didn't realize.
Locked in.
All right,
So I guess that's real quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
One clarifying thing though is mindset-wise, I'm trying to think of the guys that their respective teams are dealing with ahead of time. So if Sammy Vatanen, if somebody that is like blatantly obvious seems like they're exposed,
Like
and
Vatanen.
I feel like there could be a side deal, I'm going to operate under that assumption.
That's how I.
Just
Have
so
it
you
set.
know. Yeah, I just want to clarify.
That's I had the assumption that they're gonna be. They have a side deal to protect Vatanen and Manson.
I'm
and Manson.
operating. I'm operating under the
Clean slate.
playing absolutely devil's advocate.
Like
George
you usually are.
George McPhee being an absolute asshole. I don't care about deals. You left Vatanen unprotected. I'm gonna take him.
Give me your next 13
No.
first-round picks.
See, they have to have a deal in place already. I think the fact that they did leave him unprotected because Vatanen's such a good player and has such high value that why would
They-
you leave him?
They wouldn't have exposed him
Yeah.
Well,
if they knew that was
For the sake of
case, but-
hypothetics,
Yeah.
we're going
Okay.
with it.
But that's fine. Different methods,
Yep.
Different strokes, different folks. So, sorry. Just had to clarify. On to Arizona.
Moving on to AZ.
All right. Am I going again?
Yeah.
All right. Alexander Burmistrov, 25
Rough.
years old.
Did he even play in the NHL last
Yeah,
year?
he came back. He got Winnipeg signed him, and then he got traded to Arizona.
I think he was drafted by the Devils.
No.
Was traded.
No,
the
he
year-
got drafted by Winnipeg. Or
Okay. There's a very
Thrashers.
similar Russian dude that was in that Kovalchuk deal.
Oh.
That went to Atlanta, but then went back to the KHL because he never panned out. Can't think of his name.
former 8 overall pick, number 8 overall. So this guy's a little bit of value, and there's not a whole lot of players to be picked from on Arizona.
This
true.
list is brutal.
Which is why I think, just sign Redeem Verbata to a quick 1 year, $1 mil deal, then see ya, pal. So Redeem Verbata, come on down.
UFA.
Take a little trip north
Yeah.
short time, you know.
His family won't have to move.
Interesting. Verbata. This is extremely slim pickings. These are the kinds of teams that Vegas gets to, and they're like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, we'll just throw someone down on the fourth line.
Jamie McGinn, he's available.
Saw him. But just because of his contract, I wouldn't take him. So I'm going Burmistrov too, just because he's got NHL experience. He's got some value, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Young guy hasn't
literally
really
it.
panned out, you know.
Yeah, but
Maybe he needs another change
you like
of scenery.
you like the prospect of him being able to do something. I mean, Verbata's 30. What is he? 36 now.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting up there. It's rough all around for them. So
Okay, yeah. I expect that.
Burmistrov. Wow, I got to make sure I don't twist up our teams here either.
All right, so moving on to Boston.
Mm-hmm.
On to Boston.
I got Malcolm Subban.
Really
He can play in the AHL.
interesting.
Are you allowed to do that?
What?
Are we drafting AHL players also?
We have to pick 30 guys.
They're
You
eligible.
can only have 21 or 23 on a roster at a time,
Yeah.
so somebody has to get sent down.
You need some kind of because they're splitting a farm team with Chicago,
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
It's
I knew it was
Chicago
some Midwest
Wolves.
team. Okay,
But
that's what I was thinking.
St. Louis,
Thank you.
somehow, I don't know, somehow the Chicago Wolves and
Yeah.
Chicago Blackhawks are an affiliate.
I
of
knew
each
it was
other.
something Midwest. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
Gotcha. Yep.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the Blues.
I think when the Houston Aeros had a team, they were Minnesota's when they're right by Dallas.
Houston Aeros. Good bit of hockey knowledge from you. Well done.
Thank you.
Couldn't have told you Houston Aeros was a team.
Yeah, they had a sick logo.
Neither here nor there.
It was obviously an airplane being in Houston, and the name Arrow.
That's what tips it off. So you took Malcolm Subban?
Malcolm Subban. Still young enough, he can develop. And I have 2 goalies that can start before him.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Bobo?
I'll do the same thing. That's a good idea.
Thank you.
I was gonna pick Jimmy Hayes.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
Huh, so is everyone else.
He's like
on-
14.
He's not Kevin Hayes.
Yeah.
That's for
So
damn
I'd
sure.
rather pick Bolesky.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
cap
what-
is too high.
That's the other option, exactly. But his cap hit is a little
Or,
aggressive through 2020.
Colin Miller. He's 24 years old. $1 million. Defenseman.
Defenseman, yeah. Man, this is actually a very tough one for Boston because you got Drew Stafford. He's a UFA,
Mhm.
and
He'd be a quality guy.
yeah, I think I'm going with Drew just
Really?
because. I mean, the cap hit and cap friendly is saying 4.3. Obviously, he's not coming anywhere near that in his next deal. So,
No.
and I'm looking Vegas. They're going to have plenty of selection at younger players. So I'm taking Drew. Little veteran leadership. Hasn't done a damn thing in the playoffs. But, you know, seasoned vet. You need those kinds of guys. I'm taking Drew. Bob, you took Malcolm.
Mhm.
Jot that
Can
down.
we? Are we allowed to pick players and then are they able to just stick them on waivers if they're a one-way player?
What's the point?
Technically, I guess so, yeah.
If all the other
I mean-
players on their team are terrible.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah, I mean,
well,
once
you gotta
once
build
the,
a farm system,
once
right?
once the season starts, then yeah, you have to send people down and stuff. So
I'm thinking if you get someone I don't know, just saying. If it's not a great player and you could send them down to waivers. Plus, I wish you could click into their thing on here and
yeah, it would be nice
opens
if
up
they had a link.
what their previous contract looked like, if it's a 2-way, 1-way, things like that.
That'd be
Okay,
extremely helpful.
You know, it was a 3-hour maintenance window. Tough to get all that in there.
yeah, Buffalo, let's go.
Let's
I'm just
go.
happy. I was
Buffalo.
waiting for this to happen. I'm glad it did for the pod.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
knew they would have to do something, but I'm glad they did it in relatively quickly.
Hell yeah.
So
2 hours.
Yeah.
From
good for
probably
them.
less than 2 hours from when it was actually
They're
the lists
wait-
were
they're waiting.
released. Yeah.
All right.
Start us off
Something-
with our boys, Tyler.
I'm gonna be extremely pissed about this, but
Yeah.
William Carrier
Same.
getting
Seriously.
picked. I don't know how they left him. I know Ennis has value and he's got previous, but at 4.6 next year is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Carrier, he's RFA, gonna make 1.5 max. He's young, he's fast. I hope Sabres have a side deal going on or something, because I don't want to lose him or Allmark. Did you see Allmark's wedding photo
Yeah.
with the goalie mask?
Beauty. Absolute beauty move. Describe it for the audience, Tyler.
he got married a couple days ago, and one of his wedding photos afterwards was him and his wife having goalie masks on.
And then the
Do you see the caption?
The caption
There's the
was.
caption out. You didn't see it?
I don't think so.
The caption was, "She's a keeper."
Damn Swedes. Those crafty Swedes.
Then I saw him tweet out something afterwards, like,
Just to clarify, we didn't wear the masks during the ceremony.
Yeah, we're not that weird or something like that.
That was for a picture after.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we all agree with. Oh, sorry.
With Carrier.
Yeah.
I'm still grappling with this a little bit.
Well, it's not like what do you think. It's not what would I don't know. It's what would you do?
What would I do?
Not what do you think's gonna happen. What would you do?
Because
we don't know that we can't call up GM JB.
Speak for yourself.
Well, I can't. I could talk to Ray Shiro. You guys could talk to JB. But
JB.
Part of me still thinks they're taking Bogo for some reason. But it's an unruly cap hit for a lot more years, so you're right.
2020.
Maybe that's just a Sabres fan of me wanting them to take Bogosian's contract.
You gotta be what's the word?
Frugal.
No, not to have bias. Don't be biased. Just because it's your team.
non-biased.
Non-biased.
Nailed it.
Okay, Calgary. Tyler.
Hunter Kirk.
Who?
Hunter.
So Hunter Shinkaruk.
For 21st overall in the 2013 draft for Vancouver. Split time between Stockholm and Calgary last year. Mostly Stockholm. 35 points in 52 games in the A, and an assist in 7 games in
It's pretty good.
NHL.
Send him back down.
Exactly. Could develop a little bit more.
Oh, Alex Chiasson's on Calgary.
Shason?
Jason? No way.
Shason.
What?
Yeah, it's Jason.
What a nerd.
Shason.
What a fucking nerd. Anyway, I didn't know he was not even on Calgary. So.
I'm drafting.
Baba, who you taking?
I was gonna have them sign Christopher Stieg as a UFA, but I'll go with Shinkaruk.
Oh, piggybacking off my pick.
Yeah, that's absolutely piggybacking.
I don't care.
All right. I'm not. I'm going Michael Stone. Great year for Calgary.
Great year.
Yeah.
Did he?
What? Yeah.
After he got traded?
Coming from Arizona, he played very well for them.
Oh, yeah, he was in the top 4, right?
He was definitely top 4. Maybe great's a bit of an overstatement, but given Michael Stone's bar historically, he played very well. That's a solid top 4, top 6 defenseman, really, but it's a solid NHL defenseman.
Okay.
So I'm taking Michael Stone. Bob, you're taking Hunter. Let me mark that down. On to Carolina.
Lee Stepniak. And then they're going to trade him at next year's trade deadline again.
Poor bastard.
He was actually able to play on a team.
For a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
Go out to Vegas. I mean, he's a good leadership guy. I don't know.
Good leadership guy.
Yeah.
I have them picking Lee Stepniak as well.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, this one.
Carolina has a goalie problem now. They have 3 signed goalies for next year.
Well, so that's what I was. Because if I'm Vegas, I am kind of looking at
Yeah. What if
an
they
Eddie Lack or Cam Ward a little bit.
Hey, we'll offer you a 3rd-round pick to pick up one of our goalies.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Couple that with Cam Ward, because I feel like at this point he's 30? He's 33. So I mean, I don't think that's out of the realm at all. But I'm not going with a tendy because there's plenty of other tendies out there for Vegas to get. I'm going with Joachim Nordstrom.
25 years old?
Yeah, good young winger.
Was it him or Nesterov who had that really nice backhander against the Sabres?
Nordstrom.
Yeah?
Yeah. Made that up. I have no idea, Tyler.
It was like shorthanded and he did like a little spin around the goalie and just kind of like shot it on the ice and went like right through Leonard's legs.
Sounds like Nordstrom. That's for sure.
All right.
Yeah. Bob, you pick Stepniak?
Yep.
Okay. Got Nordstrom.
Chicago.
I just want to make sure I'm tracking.
Let's take a break like halfway through,
Okay.
just for the sake of our thoughts.
Oh, it was Nordstrom goal on Sabres, by the way. Huge pick.
Nice.
Sorry.
So when we get to Minnesota, we'll have a little intermission.
All right. I'm gonna go.
No one was?
No.
I didn't hear what you said.
You guys done?
I said maybe what are you drinking in the middle of it?
Oh, I mean, like, literally, we're going to pause, take a break.
Okay. Okay, deal.
Because this is going to be a long time. Okay, Chicago. Who do you
It's
got?
going a lot faster than the first one. Marcus Kruger,
Not really. It's almost
based
been a
on the
half hour.
assumption of the rumored deal that they're going to send TVR to Vegas to get rid of Kruger's cap hit for next year because they're like $2.52 million over the new $75 million cap hit or cap limit already for next year.
So they're going to be sending.
Run that by me again.
They're going to give them Marcus Kruger,
and
but then they're going to trade them Van Riemsdyk
Yeah. And
after
is hey, take Kruger, we'll give you
as compensation.
yes.
interesting. So you got Chicago losing both those guys.
I have them losing Van Riemsdyk
Just straight up.
just because you can't do that situation on here.
Oh, well, I did that situation.
You did the opposite version of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I have TVR going.
Yeah, I've got TVR going too. Great young defenseman.
Yep.
Coming into his own. That's a perfect building block for Vegas.
All right.
Avalanche.
Although Chicago does have to wheel and deal somebody, you know.
Gotta do something.
Yeah. Avalanche. Another Slim Pickens team.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
Former
Fedor
football team.
Teuton's still in the league?
Yeah.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Jesus, where have you been lodged? Sorry, I don't know why I just took out Fedor Teuton. Tyler, who you got?
Fun name to say.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Mikhail Grigorenko, former
Yeah.
Sabre. He's the best of a weak crop.
By far.
He's 23 years old. You can develop him.
Put him on your third line center.
Yeah, something like that.
Babo?
Griggs.
Griggs? Yeah, I mean, it was between him and Soderberg for me, and then you see Soderberg's salary. And actually, I didn't even realize Soderberg was 31. I thought he was younger than that, to be
He
honest.
came into Boston as a overager.
It just proves how old I am, because it doesn't seem like that long ago that he was on Boston. But Grigorenko's still got a lot of young promise. You know?
Yes, sir.
You look at all, I mean, the only other one I was thinking about was Patrick Weircock, because he's only 26 and he's got a reasonable cap hit, but he's RFA, they'd have to sign him, and then they'd be giving up compensation, so it's...
No, I don't know how that's gonna work.
Ooh, that's a good point. They wouldn't have to give
So,
up...
like, unprotected RFAs, are they treated as just UFAs in this brief time frame where if you sign him, he's a UFA, they just take him?
Or do they get... Does
Or-
the team get the option to match?
Yeah, that's how I don't know.
That's actually an interesting...
I've not seen anything explaining that part of it.
Huh. I was assuming compensatory pick,
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
perhaps wrongly assuming.
I'm not sure.
Interesting. Well, in any event, because I don't know what's going to happen, I'm still taking Griggs.
He's a or RFA though too.
Oh, it's the same scenario.
Yeah.
Dumb.
So I'm assuming that he's just gonna they're just gonna draft him because then they'll still own his rights.
Yeah. Worst
So.
case, they've got his rights. They'll be able to re-sign him. Why wouldn't Griggs want to go to Vegas? Good old, what is he, Russian? Good old
Yeah.
Russian boy? Living it up in Vegas? Watch out.
Him and Boristrov.
That's a good way to send your career into the...
Totally.
Tyler, who you taking for Columbus?
Why do I always have to lead off?
Because what do you mean? We're
'Cause
going
you have
down
to-
the
You
line.
have to follow me.
Do you want to do the snake at our midway break?
Matt
I can
Calvert?
start it off if you want. Matt Calvert.
Under the assumption that they have a deal in place to protect Carlson and Jack Johnson.
Okay.
Really?
Well,
Yep.
even
Really?
despite that, I think they're going to sign Sam Gagner.
Wow.
Give him a 3-year, $9 million contract. He had 52 points this year in
Limited time.
70-something games.
What was he? He's like a 25 goal scorer. Was he 30 goal scorer?
No.
Not quite.
I don't think so.
No, it was like, I think it was like
Pretty well mixed.
pretty like split right down the middle. I had him on my fantasy team for most of the season. Use Bing.
Default browser.
I would change that.
Ouch.
Season.
50 points.
50.
18 goals. And it doesn't give me games played.
Yeah, and like that was on Columbus too. Granted, they made the playoffs and they were like what, the third or fourth best team in the league.
Yeah.
But even still, they didn't have like a bona fide goal scorer where he could be an absolute
Oh, he played 81 games this year. Good for him. Sorry.
Christmas or apple tree. So, oh my God, he played in the AHL last year.
Between that and Philly.
Wow.
I couldn't have told you that.
All right, well, yeah, Sam Gagner, give him a good contract. He deserves it. Good old insert area boy. Because I have no idea where he's from.
Where's Pierre? Damn it.
He's from London, Ontario.
There
Good
it
old
is.
Ontario boy.
Sounds about right, actually. Man, this is a tough one. Columbus has a lot of good talent exposed.
Yeah.
Between
lot of good
Gagner,
young guys.
Jack Johnson, William Karlsson, but I'm not going with any of them. I think Columbus makes a side deal for Karlsson. I don't think they need to do anything with Johnson, to be honest. I got Vegas taking Josh Anderson. I really like Josh Anderson. He showed a lot of promise, even in the short time he was in the playoffs.
17 goals last year.
He's a big young kid too. I mean, he's
6'3".
and he's a great skater, great puck mover. Like when you watch him play out on the ice, like he just looks good, passes the eye test. So I'm taking Josh Anderson. I'd love to see him there. Yeah.
Okay.
On to Dallas, Tyler.
Dallas.
You're making a depth chart?
Mm-hmm. I have to because that's the only way for me to be able to keep track of players.
It's a great idea. But I'm not.
Dan Hamhuis, veteran defenseman.
Ham juice.
Signed 1 more year. 3.75.
Uh-oh.
3.75 mil.
Time to start stacking him in the back.
It should just replace the spot of the blue.
Yeah.
I think there's 2 of them.
Who you got, Tyler? Damn Hamhuis?
Ham juice.
Hamhuis.
I have Cody Eakin. Good
Cody
old depth
Eakin?
center. If he's your third or fourth line center, not bad.
I'll be happy with that.
Brings the physical presence, and he's like got that middle. He's not a cheap guy, but he's not expensive, and he's like one of those like 3.8? Yeah.
0.85.
It's just one of those to get this salary bump, you know,
Bump it up a little bit.
bump it up a little so it gets to the floor. So
See what Dallas does with their goalies. They got 3 goalies signed too.
I think they're gonna definitely buy out one of them.
That's
Peace.
suck.
Isn't that funny? Look at those contracts. Lettinen and Niemi, both 33 years old. One's making 4.5. One's making 5.9. Jesus,
Alright.
they've got
They're both 33, and they're both brutal.
that's 10 mil plus Bishop's contract. They've got 18 mil wrapped up in goalies next year.
Mm-hmm.
Losers.
18 mil.
That's what you get.
15 mil. Bishop's only at like 4 or something.
Oh, is he? I thought he was at like 7.
No, he's only at like 4.
Wow, steal.
Yeah, I know.
That really is a steal. Man, Dallas has a lot of players exposed. Patty Sharp's a UFA, but I don't see Vegas making a push at Patty Sharp.
Take a chance on him.
I mean,
Injury prone. Last
yeah,
year. Concussions.
Stanley Cup winner though. You know, it's the kind of guy like you want. You can't just have a team full of young guys because they need a little something leadership wise. I already have Drew Stafford on my team.
He's a great leader.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they say. You know, I'm actually going to go with Patrick Nemeth. No,
I was
I'm not.
looking at. No, you're not.
No, I'm not. I can't because I like Cody Eakin a lot as a center. Man, this is actually tough. This is really tough.
I was looking at Jamie Oleski too. He's 6'7".
Is he really monster?
Yeah.
Absolute monster. It's those 2 defensemen and Cody Eakin for me. I'll stick with Nemeth. You know what? I already said his name. I'll stick with it. I had 7 forwards if I took Eakin already, so I'm sticking with Nemeth. He's a young kid, got a lot to build on.
All right, there, sir.
Baba, who'd you take? You took
What team are we on?
No,
Dallas?
he put-
Cody Eakin.
Yeah, he
You
probably
took
picked
Eakin. Okay.
I'm like trying to be like 3 teams ahead because I haven't really done much of this. I'm
Unbelievable.
a little out of my element.
Unbelievable. If it makes you feel any better, I'm just going to the next team.
Detroit, who we got? Oh, that's two. Well, I'm trying to like build you got to build the roster, you know.
Xavier Olat.
That's Tyler's hot pick. Hot take. Dude I've never heard of.
Pay attention. Because he's a halfway decent defenseman, 23 years old, second round pick, and 2012, maybe 12 or 14. One of those years, that 3-year span.
He sounds terrible.
I just like the name Xavier. Great name.
I'm taking Peter Mrazek.
First goalie off the board for you, Bob?
Yep.
Oops. It's my team. Shit. This was a tough one because Detroit's got some good talent exposed too.
Some young guys.
Yeah. Well, even
Riley Sheehan.
to be honest, I'm looking at exactly Riley Sheehan, Darren Helm.
Helm had a good season last year.
Helm had a great season, and
Him,
he's the
Vanek,
kind of guy.
and was it Nyquist?
Yeah.
Had a great year.
He's the kind of guy. Well, Vanek for at least part of it,
Yeah.
right? Till he went to Florida, but Helm's he's like sneaky old though. Helm.
Dude, he is
30.
so he is
He's
fast.
He's so
exactly. He's got
I remember
wheels.
it was 2009 conference finals against Chicago. He killed off 20 seconds of a PK or power play. He was on the PK, literally just grinding it out in the. Yeah, he kept going around. He would lose the puck. He would circle back, steal it back. The crowd was going
Some Johnny
nuts.
Drew and shit.
Yeah, he was just going absolutely crazy. I loved it.
Yeah, and not to mention he's like the best fourth line center in Chell. Duh.
Yeah, but at 3.8, that's a little expensive. Fourth line center.
I said in Chell.
Oh,
Like the
Big
video game.
difference.
Yeah, the video game.
All right.
Come on, Tyler. All right, fine. I'll pick someone.
figured out.
Man, it's tough not to go with Mrazek. Good young goalie. I mean, Sheehan's the closest second to me, but no, I'm sticking with Mrazek. Mrazek is going to be Vegas's number 2 goalie.
Yep.
More to come on that.
More definitely to come in the second half.
On to
Edmonton.
Edmonton. Where'd they go? There. Edmonton.
Tyler.
Oh, wait, you're waiting on me?
Of course. Yes, Greg just picked. We're back to you.
We go down the line every
We go
time.
down the line.
So much pressure. Tyler Pitlick.
I thought you were just repeating your
See,
own name.
he's building a young team.
He is.
He's 25. He's not that young.
Yeah, who the hell's Tyler Pitlick?
He's young in the way that he only played 31 games last year.
Yeah.
Plus, he sounds like a nerd.
Fast.
And he didn't even play in the league the year before.
But he played in the year before that.
Yeah, only 14 games.
All right, you know what?
He sucks.
All right.
You know what? I'm going to come out and say it. He sucks.
All right, you know what? You guys can, you know,
I'm trying to build a veteran team
I'm
that can start winning now.
I'm trying to go with a good mix because I want a good crop of young guys, but I need. It's like the Philadelphia 76ers. You got a bunch of young guys that lose all the time, then they just get used to losing.
Yeah.
They know how to win.
And the
They
fans
know
won't
what it
come out.
takes.
They're an expansion team. They need to win
You gotta-
now.
Yes. You can't go out ideally
All right, then who
and
are
just
you,
be the worst team in the league.
who are you guys going to pick from that roster?
You're gonna
I'm gonna
find out.
I'm gonna sign Chris Russell to a UFA deal. He had a very good year last year. He had the most block shots in the league. You're probably gonna have to spend a little more on him.
You're definitely going to overpay for him.
Who cares? They just raised the salary cap by $2 million, and
You think they're gonna overpay for him?
they just
I mean,
paid like $500 million to get into the league. What's another $75 million?
Who? His contract's not gonna be that ridiculous though.
He
He's
was
be like 4 mil.
3.1 last year.
$4 million.
He's
Yeah.
the best shot blocker in the league.
Yeah, but you think his contract's going up?
I'm going 4 mil.
He's a 30-year-old.
You heard it here first.
Hey, easy.
For
You might not wanna
me.
talk that close to the mic.
Yeah, he just buried
Four.
my ears when I listened to this later.
That's what
4
Um,
years.
Really? You think it's going up for a
4
30-year-old
per
UFA
year.
defenseman?
Yes.
Wow. All right.
So who's going to overpay for him?
All right.
Mark my words.
So yeah,
Write that down.
Chris Russell.
Should we make an on-air bet on that?
You want another one? I'm already going to get $1,000.
Over under 3.5 mil. I take the under.
Get what are we betting?
Actually, no. You
think
just
it's
said
I think-
4.
I think
Over under 4 mil.
under.
I take the under. What are you taking?
3.875.
No, I mean, he's not going to make more than 4 mil, so odds are not in my favor. 4 is the max.
3.8.
I think it's gonna be like 3.85.
3.8 over under.
All right, what are we betting?
Depends on the term.
15 chicken wings.
Classic.
10.
That's the classic S&B.
Yeah. Not 10.
Payment in chicken
not
wings.
20. 15 chicken wings. Or.
Wait,
or
I'm pretty sure Bob owes me chicken wings now, too, right?
wow.
Did I win the bet? What was the bet that we had?
I don't know. Look it up on your phone.
I don't know.
But while,
we
while
had
he's
one in
talking,
the-
why don't you talk about your pick so we can get to Minnesota and go to halftime here?
I was focused on this, though. I'm locked in. Tyler, just give me a yes or no real quick.
15 chicken wings?
Yeah.
10 chicken wings. I'll make a deal.
All right, 10 chicken wings, 3.8 mil. I got the under. Send it. S&B.
3.8 million.
Yep, 3.8. Chris Russell. Sent. Easy money. And my pick's going to be Griffin Reinhart because they're not going to take Chris Russell. He's 30. So, Griffin Reinhart, good young defenseman. 23 years old.
Bust.
For now, he's only 23.
Yeah, he's already been traded.
He's been up and down. He came in as
wasn't he drafted by the Islanders?
Yeah, 4th overall.
Okay. I thought you meant from Edmonton.
No.
What?
He's been up and down and cannot find a spot yet.
Bob, what do you always say about defensemen? When do they hit their prime?
Oh, like 25, 26.
He's 23. He's got time.
That's true. Okay. Florida, Tyler, who you got?
Florida, Jason Demers. I'm not even going to look at who I picked because I know.
Jason Demers?
Demers. Good veteran defenseman.
Who's
Physical.
taking Edmonton?
Russell.
He took Chris Russell.
Yes. And on Florida, while you're there,
Yep.
I am picking Jonathan Marchessault.
Oh, I had the assumption that they had a side deal to protect him and Smith.
Were you going to say that?
Like I said,
Yeah.
I do not care about side
'Cause
deals. Screw side deals. We're
I
picking
have
the
it
best
written
players
down.
available.
I had it written down over here.
Sorry, I just had to write down our bet real quick.
All right.
So I don't forget. 10 wings, Chris Russell, under 3.5, or under 3.8. Florida Panthers, I'm not thinking there's a side deal from Marchessault. I really don't. So I'm taking Marchessault also, even though they got Luongo exposed, but he's way too old for Vegas to be taking him. But he's still a good talent. So Bob, you took Marchessault. I'm taking Marchessault, and we're moving on to
The LA Kings.
LA Kings. Evander Kane's future landing spot. What?
What?
Yeah, just broke news.
What? All right.
Good
Another
talent
former
here.
Sabre,
Good talent
Brayden McNabb. 26. Good cap at 1.7. I hated that we let him go. He's
Really?
physical. He can move the puck. He's a decent skater.
It's funny. I didn't care at all.
All you got back was Hudson Fashion.
And Nick Delorier for Brayden McNabb and 2 second-round picks.
2 seconds is devastating there.
Yeah.
Fashing hasn't really amounted
he's
to what
br-
he was supposed to
he
be.
We
is
need defensemen.
brutal.
Well, he was hurt.
He's a
last year.
defenseman.
Yeah, I watched him at the
He had
Amherst
like
game.
he had like knee injuries all of last year.
He is a sled.
Because he had knee injuries.
I went to the
that's it.
I went to the last game of the year and he looked pretty decent. So
You can't discount how much injuries affect a player. Like Dmitry Kulikov. He looked like garbage in the first half of the year.
Adrian
Got past his
Peterson
injuries.
had a drastic knee surgery on his torn ACL and came back and led the league in rushing yards.
Only to follow it up with averaging 2.3 yards per carry and then
Okay, we had some technical issues there. Also, we took a little almost halftime intermission break. Left off on LA.
just Tyler singing.
Tyler's singing.
We are just right through your
I
talking
know.
to start it out.
So unprofessional.
That's
wait.
tremendous.
This is professional?
We try to be.
That
Okay.
was tremendous. I just couldn't keep that in. Sorry.
It's okay. Tyler, who are you picking for LA?
The wax.
The former Sabre, Brayden McNabb.
Yes, you said that.
Yes. Okay. Did we get that on, or do you want me? To
I think
go
you
through
got it, but either
Do
way,
you want me to explain it again?
no,
Okay.
it's fine.
No, sure don't.
I'm picking Dustin Brown.
You are.
I am.
Joke.
I'm gonna
At
take.
that contract?
Why not? Who cares?
Joke.
If he's bad, put him on waivers or buy him out. Who gives a shit?
Buy him out
I
for the
don't
next 5 years.
I
So
don't
that
think-
means 10
yeah,
years.
really.
You have his.
You're going to
10
handcuff your
years.
franchise immediately.
You're in Vegas. Just have the Italian mob do something with him.
What do you?
Do you get salary cap relief if Dustin Brown gets killed?
I don't know.
This is taking an evil turn.
You brought
Come
them
on.
up.
I
He's
know.
not a-
I know.
Hey, he's a good Ithaca boy. Why are we
Yeah,
talking
really.
about him like this? Come on. He's a Western New
It's not his
Yorker.
fault. He got,
Maybe he just needs a change of scenery, like Eric Stahl did.
but he's always been like Eric Stahl was different because he went to New York real quick and blew for them. But he was always good for Carolina.
And Minnesota. He was their leading
He's
scorer
nasty
this year.
for Carolina.
Yeah, but he also is not at 5.8 mil for the next 5 years.
That's a ruthless contract.
Who else are you gonna pick up? Everyone on his list sucks.
Brayden McNabb.
He sucks.
He was playing with Dowdy for a while.
That doesn't mean he's good.
He sucks.
All right.
And I meant Drew Doughty.
Wow. That's a hot
What?
take. That's a hot take.
Joking. He's a bum though. Fix them teeth.
So Bob, So you're taking Dustin Brown?
I'm gonna take Dustin Brown. Yeah.
Sticking with it?
You gotta get the you gotta at least get up to the cap floor. So you're gonna have to take on at least 1 or 2 bad contracts.
I'm perfectly fine at the cap floor. 51 mil, 0.7.
Is there any reason you said it that way? 51 mil, 0.7?
51.7 mil.
Just curious, you know.
Sorry.
So, unlike Bob, I'm not going to handcuff my team for the next 6 years.
You're not handcuffing them.
Yeah.
You're handcuffed if you sign like multiple, like Jonathan Taves to a 10.5,
you don't-
Patrick Kane to a 10.5,
Think
Brent
about-
Seabrook to almost
So this
a 10.
is Dustin Brown. It's
Brent
already a
Seabrook's at
bad
6.8.
contract for the 2016-2017 year. Think about him going into 2021-2022. Think about how brutal that is. You're laughing at Molson's contract, and that's even worse.
Yeah, but like, what if he doesn't do well this year? It's fine. You just buy him out.
But that's
It's
still on the books.
8
That's
years.
Cap. That's dead cap space.
8 years. You're on the hook.
Yeah, but if you still have like $30 million in cap space, who
And
cares?
8 years, they're going to be a good team, probably. Hopefully.
I doubt it.
Maybe.
I mean,
Who knows?
but the point is, you want to be able to sign free
He's-
agents along the
He
way.
is
You want to
32
be able to.
years old right now.
Yeah.
Well, then
2022.
get him playing good.
2022. What's it? That's going to put him at 37 to 38 years
You-
old.
He knows his role.
As a
He's
center,
not a goal scorer anymore. Stick him on your 3rd or 4th line and have him go bang bodies.
$6 million
Yeah.
third line center.
There is no way Vegas is picking Dustin Brown without some sort of compensation coming.
That is reasonable. Throwing a first round pick.
Probably a first round pick for that shit.
They were saying on NHL radio when we were coming here that they're probably going to be getting 3 or 4 first rounders for next year or this year. Or
Vegas is just
both.
going to be bankrolling. Absolutely.
They're definitely going to have like
bankrolling.
35 picks over the next 3 years,
Man,
which is ridiculous.
which is ridiculous.
So who are you picking?
Another tough. They do have a lot of old guys on LA. Gabrick, Dustin Brown, Jerome McGinley, Rob Scuderi. My lord, I'm not
they
taking
still have
any of those
Scuderi?
guys. I'm taking Kyle Clifford. I'm going with the younger, at least decent salary cap. What are they doing there? Was I combining salary and cap with calorie?
A Clampery?
It's rough. But they've got Kyle Clifford at a decent contract for the next few years. Have him just be a depth forward and be on your way.
Max third liner, grinding it out.
That's about
Chipping
it.
a couple
you
goals.
know, hey, it's a cheap contract. He's a decent player,
Yeah.
and he's still relatively young. It's nothing special. It's nothing flashy, but it'll play. Tyler, did you want to snake it back, or are you still good with going first?
I don't really care.
He's rattled.
You
Yeah,
seemed
you go-
upset.
You guys just copied my picks anyway, so.
You seemed upset. You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Minnesota?
Minnetonka.
Well, Minnesota based on
Minne-
puck there.
Minnetonka's got some good options.
Marco Scandella.
Under the assumption of
Under the assumption that they have protected Stahl and Dumba, but they're not able to work out a deal to protect Scandella. So,
Uh,
That's a big cap hit for someone who's brutal.
no.
really.
No.
Are
No. No. No.
you ruffling feathers?
He is terrible.
No.
Might
No.
as well just pick Mike Weber then.
No.
Oh my God, he's on the Wild.
No. No.
That's awesome.
No. No.
Anything else to add to that, or
He's just saying no. Moving
okay.
on. I'm going to have them
No.
under the assumption there isn't a
No.
deal, which there is, but who gives a shit about deals?
Chris Stewart?
Matt Dumba. Going with the other half.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
What, Tyler?
Yeah, what?
We don't do this unless.
Your last minute has been no's and woes.
He's a nowozer.
What?
God.
You are a nowozer.
We're
No,
going off the
wozer.
rails
I
today.
just, yeah.
Okay.
We're all giddy from off-season content. This is
And
the moment we've
we're
been
also
waiting
giddy
for.
from a 9.6% or 9.5.
8% West Coast IPA.
I got a
Fucking he's
5.6.
drinking Labatt Ice. What a donk.
Dingus.
You know who drinks Labatt Ice? People that don't
Rob
pick Dunstan
Scuderi.
Browns and Marco Scandella.
Rob Scuderi. That's who drinks Labatt Ice.
It's probably super loud in the microphone.
Minnesota. This is genuinely a tough one because
You even got
you-
a couple good UFAs too.
you've got some great players that Minnesota's exposed. Eric Howla,
Mm-hmm.
Eric Stahl, Scandella, Dumba, And that's the majority of
They're
it.
definitely not going to
Martin
re-sign
Hansel's
Martin
a free
Hansel,
one.
so I wouldn't be surprised if they
Martin
try and
Hansel, you're right. Martin
try and-
Hansel's not even a ridiculous one for Vegas.
negotiate a deal. He's only 30. I mean, like,
31. Or no,
it
30.
says
Sorry.
he's 30.
Sorry.
So he's still got a few more good years left. He just didn't fit into their system at the deadline.
I'm taking. So I absolutely think there's no way Minnesota doesn't work out Dumba. I really think that side deal, absolutely,
He's 22.
exactly.
He's just coming to do his own.
They need to, because if they lose him to Vegas,
Only
that's
second, yeah.
absolutely ridiculous, and that's a massive oversight on their part. So, I really want to take Eric Stahl for Vegas, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna take Marco Scandella because I think that's the most likely player to be left exposed without any deals or
he
anything.
sucks, man.
He does suck.
He sucks.
He's brutal. Them damn Italians.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh,
I'm just trying to get under everyone's skin today.
Yeah, really, Bob? Who'd you take? Matt Dumba?
Yep.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm charting. I took Scandella. Tyler, back to you on Montreal.
Yamelin.
Yamelin.
Yamelin. Big physical defenseman.
Big
Had like
dirtbag,
30 points
douchebag.
last year, so.
Sorry. Is that aggressive?
I have them signing Alexander Radulov.
Ooh.
I think they're just going to be like, here's a 6-year, $6 million contract.
6 years?
It's going to be another
He
Alexander
wants a 4 to 6 year deal.
Bob would be the most aggressively abrasive cat manager out there.
Well, I'm not a finance guy. I wouldn't be getting that job. I'm the director of player personnel, making sure everyone's okay. How you doing? How's your parents? How's your mom? You get your dad something for Father's Day?
Do
Huh?
you need some Coke?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or a
That
Pepsi.
escalated quickly.
Or a Pepsi. Or a Pepsi. We'll go with that. Save it. I'll save us on that one. Need a hot dog? Yeah, Wayno, you need a hot dog before? I got a guy. Coke or Pepsi, whichever you need. Wink, wink.
You would be like
Nudge, nudge.
the Miami Marlins owner that he knew he was selling his team in 4 years, so he gives Giancarlo Stanton a $285
It was a
million
$310
contract,
million contract.
completely handcuffing the team for the rest of eternity. But
Wow.
for these few years, we're gonna be good.
They're not even that good. No, they suck.
Baseball?
I would be
Yeah.
George Steinbrenner.
I'm multifaceted, Tyler.
Okay.
I would be George
I am
Steinbrenner.
obviously not.
A-Rod, you want 250 million? Sure. Jeter, you want 700,000 million? Sure.
100,000 million.
Hey,
Mark
Rod,
Teixeira, you need a lot of money? Sure.
hey, Rod, you got forced into retirement, but we're gonna give you $250 million anyway.
Because I got him steroids. I'll do anything for my team. But yes, Alexander Radulov, he almost made 6 this year. I don't think he's that great of a player.
Anything longer than 3 years is going to be.
Oh, I agree.
Is a travesty.
Now listen,
It's the
Wait,
same,
you don't think he's that great of a player?
It's the same
No.
thing
I
that's.
thought he played amazing this year. He
Oh, no,
was
he
one
is.
of the best offensive weapons Montreal had.
Remember Alexander
52
Semin?
points.
On Montreal.
Yeah.
You got to prorate it. It's like on a curve because Montreal, like, what's their max point getter? 58?
Yeah, but they won the division.
I think. Or no.
Point getter.
Pacioretty was.
They don't get points. They won their division because of
Right.
Carey Price. Tyler, proceed.
So
True.
the same thing happened with Alexander Semin a few years ago in Carolina. He had signed a 1-year deal, did outstanding.
1 year, $1 million.
Yeah, and then he had like a 5-year, $6 million contract. It was a bust, and then they used one of their compliance buyouts on him.
Because of those Russians, they get their money. They get up.
Yep.
I do think Radulov wants to stay in Montreal, though. I think he likes the limelight.
Especially with Druin now.
I don't know. Maybe they go after Nesterov.
Druin, Pacioretty.
Maybe-
Think about PP1
Well,
there.
they still need a center though.
But think about
They still need
PP1.
a center.
Think about
take my
PP1.
pick back.
Shea Weber, Johnny Druin, Radulov, and Pacioretty, and then a fifth. Whoever the fifth is. That's a sick PP1.
Yeah, they need a center though.
I take my pick back.
Okay.
I have them Nesterov.
Nikita Nesterov, that's who
Yep.
I was looking at.
3rd or 4th, like clean scratch for games, healthy scratches. If they don't have anyone else, then he fills right into the 3rd pair D, and he's only 24. Work out a deal. That's fine by me.
That's fine by me. Markov is 38. Oh my god, bless that bastard's soul.
Because I really do. I think Radulov is going to stay in Montreal.
I do too. I absolutely think they find a way to get him re-signed.
Mm-hmm.
They need to.
Yeah, really. They do. Because that's a fourth of their offense going out the door.
So who did you say? Or did you say
I have not picked yet, but I'm going with the young guy. Step on my toes. Don't step on my toes.
Wow.
He's brutal.
What?
He's brutal.
No.
Stefan Matteau.
Yeah.
He's not good.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Why?
Don't do it.
Why?
He's not good.
He's
Go
young.
with Jacob De La Rose. He's a lot
Well,
better.
Greg, no, you do you.
De La Rose.
He's not as good. Stefan Matteau will be nothing compared to his dad.
Wasn't his dad only famous for one goal? He was like a third liner pretty much his whole career.
I mean, look
He
at
still won a
Montreal's
cup.
available players. Who the hell else am I taking? I don't want
Well,
anything to do with
hey.
Alexei Emlin. Don't care about him.
Oh, he shouldn't be in the league. He's a bag of donuts.
Nikita Nesterov was the only other one I was thinking of, but I've already got 6 defensemen.
Bobby Farnham.
Bobby Farnham, like,
Do you
how
know
you
who
gonna
that is?
say
Do we
he
know?
sucks and Bobby Farnham's the one I need to take?
Because Bobby Farnham actually played on the Devils when we had Stefan Matteau.
So they both suck, is what you're telling
No,
me.
Bobby Farnham is fucking
You don't
amazing.
say that.
You know what his nickname is?
Don't they?
The Wild Thing.
You make my heart sing.
I was so devastated when we didn't re-sign him. He
Wow,
became a fan
dang.
favorite immediately in New Jersey last season. The season before this past one.
Heart
Okay,
sing.
Nashville. Or did you pick?
I'm sticking with Matteau. Frig all y'all.
Alright, that's fine.
You suck.
Stepan Matteau.
I just give it to the young guy because these guys are garbage on Montreal. They suck. Tyler.
Colton's Sissons.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Did I?
Second time round. Colton Sissons, huh?
Yeah.
This is another tough one.
Yeah.
They've got some genuinely good talent there. Unlike Montreal, who's a bag of shit. Did I say that on air?
You did.
It's alright.
I meant it.
I said worse.
That is true. You tried to kill somebody already, so.
Wait, what?
Who'd you try to kill?
What?
A half hour ago.
You guys were talking about taking out Justin Brown. I was
That's
saying,
what I was thinking of.
no, you guys were doing it.
Nah, that was Tyler, wasn't it?
I told him to leave him alone. He's a good Western New Yorker kid.
Colton Sissons you're taking?
Yes.
Hat trick of the playoffs hero?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Baba, who you got?
I think I'm going to go with Austin Watson.
Ugh.
PA parent.
I don't know. I could definitely see them picking up James Neal.
If there's not a deal in place, yeah, maybe.
In praise.
Place.
In praise.
You know
Shut
Tyler's,
up.
you know when Tyler is drinking because his words just get more slurred.
I know. I already have a problem before I drink.
He's lashing out at me
I'm
for calling him
sorry.
out on saying praise.
Carey Price. So I actually, before we move on, I just
I haven't
want.
even picked yet.
I know. I'm just
Okay.
saying before we move on to you.
Move on,
I
okay.
scrolled back up to the top to look at. I have everything filled, but I got to do some re-scrambling because I have 19 out of 14 forwards and only 6 out of 9 defensemen. So I got to re-scramble my picks.
How do you have 19
You
forwards?
still have like 10 teams to pick
I've
from.
already picked my entire team,
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Gotcha.
You didn't follow the guidelines.
and I'm just going through. Well, you had your team picked already.
Yeah, I follow the guidelines though.
I didn't follow the guidelines.
Oh.
That's what I do. I just, you know,
Then what was,
Well,
the,
Bob,
what
I
was
can
the
tell
point of
you-
me telling all the guidelines beforehand?
for the listeners.
Oh.
Right now, you're at 10 forwards, 5 defensemen, and 2 tendies.
Okay.
2 tendies? Who'd
You gotta have
take?
3.
It doesn't matter. We'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Save the suspense.
Yeah, sorry.
We're at Nashville. I gotta go down there.
Yep, you sure do.
You make my
But yes,
heart
Austin
sing.
Watson,
Austin Watson's your pick.
4th line left winger.
Highly suspect.
He had a
You're,
good. He
you're
had a-
chirping me.
dude, he had a good playoffs.
You're chirping me about friggin'
He had a good playoffs.
whoever I just took.
Stefan Matteau played like 13 games in the NHL last year.
So, Austin Watson's irrelevant.
Hey, be nice.
Austin Watson had a very good playoffs.
Relevant. I don't think Nashville has a side deal for James Neal. Is that weird?
I don't think they do either. I think they're like, if you want to pick up this contract,
I
feel
don't think
free.
so.
See you later.
And I've got Vegas taking him because I don't see Nashville. I don't see Nashville taking him, bringing him back.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, they would.
I don't think at that contract
I believe you.
they want to give up draft picks to bring him back. That's what it is.
I agree.
That's the key part. And
I think they're called some creating space for Hashtag Covey Watch. That's going to be the next.
Sign for another year.
It's going to be the next hashtag that we start here
Well,
on
they
the
still got to
SMG
sign
podcast.
Arvidsson and Johansson this offseason, both RFAs.
And that's a no-brainer,
Well,
obviously.
Is Yarncrow?
They're protecting him.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a UFA or not.
Yarn Croc.
That's
So, yeah, I got
appropriate.
James Neal. And I feel friggin' good about that. First line left winger
Yeah.
for Vegas to start. That is jersey sales right there.
Yeah?
If nothing else, that's jersey sales.
Yeah. I just looked at
Now I'm regretting stepping on my toe.
our armchair GM. They have signing Chris Russell for $3.5 million.
What do you say, Tyler?
I just looked at a Vegas armchair GM, and they have Chris Russell going for $3.5 million.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Awesome.
I can't wait to win more chicken wings off of Tyler. Just so you know, folks, in case you missed one of the recent episodes that I was on.
Or in case Greg doesn't show up to work tomorrow. Or whenever.
Oh, today's Sunday.
Point being, Tyler bought my 20 chicken wings because he went double or nothing on the pesky Sens like a
Against the Pesky
artard.
Sens.
My lord.
To be fair, I was a good sport because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you forgot about it.
Maybe. Who are you taking for the Devils? See that segue?
Perfect.
Immediate.
Oh, we're coming back to me now?
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah.
I didn't. What came on?
In our Nice Box fantasy draft, like, you're not going to do this, right? Every time the pick comes back to you, oh, we're back on me now.
Yeah, come on. Fucking A, man.
I already said my pick.
We don't even do a snake draft. For the Devils?
Yeah.
He did.
No, I feel like a jerk.
He said Mike Camilleri.
What?
Yes.
Wow, I was really just blocking it out.
I
Okay.
think the Devils might offer a pick. I don't think we would have protected him if Ray Shiro wasn't like, hey, GM, you want a second for Cammy? Or a third? Maybe a third?
Yeah.
Fourth and fifth? Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
We got a lot of picks to be able to do that.
Is Peter Straka related to Martin Straka?
I have no clue, to be
Has
honest
to
with
be,
you.
right?
Wasn't there a Peter Straka that played for Pittsburgh too? Or no, that
That
was
was
That was
Straka?
Martin Straka from the 90s.
no. There's
In the early 2000s.
oh no. Who am I thinking of? I played for like Pittsburgh and he bounced around a lot. He was a Pierre.
He's from the
Good
Czech.
He's a good Czech guy.
Martin Straka is from the Czech. Or was he Slovakian?
No, I think you're right. Check. Well, Slovakia.
If you look up his profile on Elite Prospects, they'll give him his family members too.
I don't
make
think
your
he's
pick?
any. John Merrill.
John Merrill's your pick. Interesting. I don't know. I guess I haven't seen John Merrill play enough, so I don't know actually how good he is. I just
He's a
feel
former
like
first-round
he
pick.
sucks.
I think so.
I just feel like he sucks. I don't know why. I think it's the name.
He played on the World Junior team for the U.S. He played at University of Michigan. He's a good player. He was actually like our top 2 defensemen at the end of last season, which says a lot.
That's not so much a compliment of John Merrill as
Though,
an indictment of
that
the
is
Jersey
with
Devils.
that is the pick with my head. My heart wants them to get rid of Mike Camilleri because he's a fucking bum.
I mean, he's 35, and you're paying $5 million for the next 2 years.
Yeah, he was 32. We gave him 5 for 5.
Part of me wants to leave towards Jacob Josephson. I feel like he had a good year for the Devils this year. He had a great year. You're right.
He's hurt half the season. He's a Band-Aid.
Do they care about that?
They should.
Probably.
Why?
Because why would you pick up a player if he's only going to play a half the season?
Well, I mean, they don't go off for 1 year.
Okay, the year before he only played like half the season. I feel like.
This is another one where it could absolutely get to Vegas and they could just say pass. I'm all set.
I'm pretty sure you can't say that, but
No, but like I'm all set. Listen, I'll give you our 4th round pick to not take anybody from your team.
He played in 38 games last season. The season before he played in 58. The season before he played in 62, and the season before that he played in 27.
How about Bo Bennett? No, you know what? I'm going to take DSP. We need a little diversity on Vegas, okay?
Oh, bring it.
DSP it is. Oop, but I just took him on your team, Bob.
No,
You took
no.
John Merrill.
I took John Merrill.
I took DSP. Not to be confused with salt and pepper. Tyler, on to New York.
New York Islanders.
My boy, 4th overall, 2007, Thomas Hickey.
Your cousin, right?
Yeah.
He was 4th overall.
4th overall.
What a brutal pick. Who picked him?
My pick.
LA Kings.
Did they? They
Nope.
drafted him? Idiots.
My pick. I don't remember what year, or what round, or what pick,
But he was drafted at some point.
but he was drafted within the last 5 years. I don't know. See, now I'm torn. I just set all that up for nothing. I was gonna say Ryan Strome.
This is tough.
That would be a good one.
I think.
Oh, I did the assumption that
I think
they
they're gonna.
have that first rounder is to protect DeHaan, Strome, and Nelson. Because they're all pretty good
Interesting.
players.
What about Shane Prince?
No.
Well, I see
boy.
again.
Your boy.
It's that dumb. I don't like that. Let the teams pick whoever the hell they want. You should be able to. I'm getting
No,
myself.
that's
Get myself going here. I think they should have had a rule where you said you can't offer picks or anything like that, so you can't protect.
Why?
Because how much more fun would it be for Vegas and the rest of the league outside of your team if they could just pick whoever the hell they wanted to?
Well, as
Not like outside
Yeah,
of like.
but, like,
you
as
pre-
of right now, they can.
McPhee can.
That's why George McPhee should be like, no, I don't want any picks. I'm taking Ryan
Why?
Strome.
He can do that though.
Yeah, he can.
So he has him by
That's the point.
He has him by the balls. He
Exactly.
can like, all right, you don't want me to pick this guy?
As a
2
baseline,
first-round picks.
as a
right there.
baseline, he can pick any exposed player out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
If a team
Well,
wants to be a
then,
douche,
that's fine.
and be like, yeah, we'll give you more with it, then I'll be like, okay,
All right. Well,
thanks. That's free money.
well then,
I mean,
in that case,
he
I'm still
has
doing
controls.
my picks then because that's what I'm doing. I'm picking Matt Dumba,
All
you know,
right.
things like that, like players like that.
I think there's
Sammy
no way
Vann.
Dumba gets to Vegas, and that's fine.
It's
I think it would be
your
dumb.
opinion.
I think
Yeah. That's the beauty
part-
of it. It's your
some parts
opinion.
it's like, yeah, it's smart to take like 4 picks or like 2 picks for a player to pick a brutal player. But then if like a player like Matt Dumba, Sammy Vatanen are available, you could have an absolutely stacked decor in like 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calvin DeHaan.
But that brings it back to how much does Anaheim's GM value Vatanen compared to McPhee's? McPhee, give me 2 first-rounders not to take Vatanen?
Or
Bang.
another team can be like, hey, you pick DeHaan, we'll give you such
The
and
house.
such.
We'll give you the house.
That's where
give him.
Pierre LeBrun was tweeting about it, and he said
Yeah.
McPhee's just in the perfect
Yeah.
spot because
He
he's got
controls everything.
he's got all these players to choose from, and then he's also got the slice of it's a mix of what they're willing to give up versus the value that's perceived on those players, and he's just sitting pretty. That's all.
Well, I'm gonna pick Nelson, Brock Nelson.
Whoa, wow.
He's a big boy.
30 goal scorer last year, I think. Did he hit 30?
Was he? Anders Lee was. Nelson was close. He was up there.
Was he 30 the year before?
The year before, I believe.
Year before, okay.
Brock,
Well, I'm
but
sure
Brock
he had, like,
Nelson's
20.
been in
When
I
they
mean,
made
he's been
the
playing-
playoffs.
Yeah.
He's been playing top 6 minutes ever since.
Yes,
like,
since he's come in the league, pretty
since
much.
Molson left and shit. Like, oh my God, Nikolai Kulemin plays there.
Pretty sure he's at the Grabowski's on that LRI.
No, I'm just saying at New York Islanders,
Yeah.
like he's there. Kulemin. So I'm thinking, man, because I really want to take Calvin DeHaan. So I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I don't know if like.
You know what the Sabres would trade for him?
I mean,
Wanted
he
to
is.
trade for him.
I guess he's significant enough to the point where Islanders would try to keep him around. But I mean, even though Johnny T's there, outside of Johnny T, they look like a rebuilding team. They really do. So I don't know. That'll be interesting. But I've got I've got Vegas wishfully taking DeHaan.
Is that wishfully or wistfully?
Wish.
Okay.
Wishfully. I don't know what wistfully
I
actually
think
means. I
the
just know
big
it's a
thing
word.
with the Islanders is they decided to protect 5D.
Did we? Oh.
What?
Oh, you did. You took Austin Watson. I didn't see it. I didn't think it logged your pick for Nashville. Sorry.
Okay,
I
Tyler.
got scared.
The other New York team, New York
Possibly the
Anti-
douchier New York team?
Oh, hands down.
Really?
Rangers fans are the ultimate douchebags.
They're pretty friggin' close, but I think the Rangers are worse.
That's what I'm saying.
Mainly because I know more Rangers fans.
Rangers fans are the worst.
Not like Islanders fans or any peak.
Islanders fans are just as miserable as us.
Almost. They at least had those golden years.
Yeah, but none of our friends were alive
True.
for that part.
True. What do you got, Tyler?
Anti-Ranta.
Yeah, good backup.
Brendan
Backup time.
Smith.
UFA. You don't think the Rangers try and get a deal done there?
I do. I think they're going to try and re-sign him.
Yeah, I do too.
He played very well for them after he joined their team at the deadline.
Especially with the Dan Girardi buyout.
Buyout, exactly.
Yeah, but I also think they bought out Girardi. They're trying to move other players. They're trying to get rid of Stepan, like we've talked about, because they want to go after Shattenkirk. They need a right shot puck moving defenseman.
Kevin Klein's retiring. Allegedly. I mean, it's not official yet, but that's what it seems like is going to happen.
So, I originally did have Michael Grabner.
That's who I've got.
He had the most goals on their team. He also had the most 5-on-5 goals in the league last year.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Kane was right behind him.
Fucking flies, man.
Kane was right behind him.
He's so fast.
Actually, I'm sorry. So did you make your pick?
Brendan Smith.
You did. You made Brendan Smith.
Well, it was one of those where I already have my team filled out. I need 3 more defensemen, so I had to swap a pick.
So I'm between Michael Grabner and Jesper Fast. Man, and that's really difficult.
Fast, he's younger.
Fast is an RFA. Grabner was a 30-goal scorer somehow. I'm still confused how. But I feel like Jesper Fast is the better talent. So I think if I'm Vegas, I would rather take him on than Michael Grabner. What do I care about Michael Grabner if I'm Vegas? He's a completely ancillary guy. Yeah, you know what? I just talked myself into it. Jesper Fast. Fast. On to Chautawa, Tyler.
Phil Veroni.
Was he in the Sabres system?
Mm-hmm.
He was, right? He played for the Amerks?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
Wait, you guys
Tyler, that's a good
actually
shout.
believe me?
What?
No, I remember watching him.
Yeah. You guys actually believe me?
I thought he was good, too.
Oh, I don't know. Hell if I know. I didn't even look at their
I was
roster yet.
I was waiting for a bigger surprise, like a.
Oh, no. Well, it's one of those where you send him down the AHL.
I was gonna pick Mark Thought.
Oh.
Honestly, that was my real pick.
Him and his head
Obviously.
Just missing thumb.
Oh.
My missing finger.
Such a cat-friendly snob over there.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Excuse me.
Speak to Mrs. What? Who you taking, Bob?
Bobby Ryan.
Had a little. That was more of the reaction I was waiting for.
Why not?
Well,
What's my cap bet right now?
Let's see, 198.5 million.
All right, cool.
36.8.
Oh, so
You are 7 mil short of the floor.
We are good. We got like 8, 12.
No, trust me, you've taken out enough bad contracts where you will definitely hit the floor.
Yeah, we got 9 teams left, and I'm only at 36. We're good.
You're at half the floor in 2 players.
No. They need some scoring, man.
Nah.
Also, read this on Twitter. What do you think about this? So this is what, in the MLS expansion that they did this past offseason, Atlanta picked Toronto's goalkeeper, Clint Irwin, right? Held him hostage. Not literally.
Clint.
That's good. Good clarification by you.
Held him hostage.
Key.
Traded him back to Toronto for a first overall pick and money.
Fucking gypsies.
So
What?
I was reading on Twitter
Sorry,
today.
that was loud, people.
The Devil's Insider was like, has anyone brought up the idea that George McPhee might literally just draft players like Bobby Ryan or Michael Neuwirth? Because he's their starting goalkeeper for Philly.
Well, him and Mason's.
Yeah, well, they just signed him to an extension. They wouldn't do that.
Him and Neuwirth are both exposed, too. So.
Right. Well, understood. But, like, hypothetically, you just pick X player that a team actually values. You're like, all right, just give us
Sammy Vatanen.
Give us a third-round pick back, and we'll trade him back to you. Even though it sort of cancels out the idea of we'll give you an X pick for not picking X player.
Because wouldn't you think once... So, take the Sammy Vatanen example. So, say he's worth a first-rounder right now, which he's he's worth way more. But whatever. For the sake of example, he's with a first round right now. Vegas actually takes him. Doesn't his price go up because Vegas has him on his roster? Wouldn't your price go up because you need to get that player back? Like,
Yeah.
supply and command.
Command.
Trailer Park Boys.
Like, I mean, like, Bobby Ryan, arguably, outside of Carlson and Anderson, was Ottawa's best player in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So,
My battery's going to die.
Oh.
turn that brightness down, baby.
Yeah. No, it's an interesting concept. It really is, because they could do it's like a gentlemanly thing to, like, yeah, we'll honor this agreement, but we could absolutely fuck you over and, like you said, hold them metaphorically hostage.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, not really. But maybe McPhee would throw him in his basement. What do I know?
So I got Bobby Ryan. What do you got?
Bob was taking Bobby Ryan. Man. There's Tommy Wingles is 29? What?
Mhm.
Holy shnikes. Having said that, mark my thought. Doesn't Tommy Wingles just seem younger than that? Or am I on an island there? Alright.
No.
I guess I'm on an island. Good talk, guys.
Have a nice life.
Yep. See you next year. Bob was just talking about you saying that all the time, Tyler. Not all the time, but that's one of your signature trademark Tyler Hickey sayings.
Oh.
What?
Have a nice life.
Did I say it too much?
No. Not at all.
Am I coming Tony?
No.
And just
God, no.
Saturdays are for the boys. Wednesdays are for the boys.
We were talking about it yesterday. He is the most obnoxious beverage drinker on the planet.
I would say not even obnoxious, it's dramatic.
Yes.
That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I lose a vertebrae in
I
my
don't-
spine every time.
One of the ones that you couldn't even tell. He was like, it was straight gibberish when he was saying.
I thought half his snaps were on mute anyway, so. Unless it's just me muting him. Sorry, Tone, if you're listening to this, but you don't. So
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Figure off.
Tyler, start us off with Philly.
Jordan Wheel.
Come again.
Never heard of her.
Come again.
It's a him.
She sounds like a nice lady.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
Jordan Wheel.
Wheel.
Who the is that?
He had 47 points in 43 games in the A last year, along with 12 points in 23 games in the big leagues. He's a young guy.
He sounds pretty
He's
good.
fast.
He sounds terrible.
Develop him a little bit more.
How old is he?
25.
25. Yeah, develop him more. I mean, like, come on.
Come on.
Connor McDavid's 19.
All right. Well, that's an exception.
Just go off the deep end.
He's a third
Connor
round pick.
McDavid.
All right.
Yeah, 25. Taylor Hall's 25.
You don't want to protect Vandevelde?
What?
Bob, who you picking?
Michael Neuforth.
Wow. Really? So, is that your third tendy?
Yeah, I'm going to draft like 4 or 5 tendies and then wheel and deal.
Was pretty interesting to see Philly protect
young
what's
guy?
his Anthony Stolars or whatever,
Yeah.
and expose Mason and Neuvert.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Mason was already going to be gone.
Was he?
I thought I saw
UFA
something
this
earlier.
summer.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
a
UFA this summer. Not going to resign him.
Yeah.
Okay. But they're also like, hey Vegas, take one of these guys, please. Like, we'd be good with that.
To me,
I didn't know Anthony Stolars. I don't even know how to say it, but that he's really that much of a.
He's a younger guy, so.
I guess that he's protection worthy. That's what I should
Yeah.
say. I'm taking Michael Raffle.
Raffle.
He had a great year for the Flyers. Just a mid-level veteran. That's all. 28 years old.
Not bad.
Baba, you took Neuvert,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm taking Raffle. Okay. Who we going on to? Schittsburg?
Yep.
Stanley Cup winning Schittsburg. God, I hate them.
I think we're probably all in agreement on this one, though.
Think so?
Yes.
You positive?
I'm not at all positive about that.
Okay.
Why not?
Greg, who do you got?
Wow. What did you just do to me there?
I said, who do you got?
Fleury.
Bob?
Flurry.
Tyler? Flurry. Pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You're an idiot.
Carl Hagelin's
messing
out
with
there.
messing with
Method. Mark Method.
messing with us, Tyler. Come on, man.
I mean, Carl Hagelin's hanging out there, you know. Chris Kunitz, Nick Bonino.
Ian Cole.
Nick Bonino.
Well, hypothetically, if Fleury wasn't on the market, say he wasn't even on the team,
Next
right?
guy up, you're saying?
Next guy up. Who would you pick?
Carl Hagelin.
Carl
Nah,
Hagelin?
not at that contract.
I would pick Ian Cole.
Not at that contract.
Ian Cole, he fantasy player, so many hits and block shots. Thank you.
He's that valuable top 4 shutdown D
Yep.
that every team needs.
Honestly, I'm taking Nick Bonino.
But he's a UFA.
Next guy up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sign him.
I think he's the type of player that will probably take less money to stay with them.
Probably. But he still needs a pay raise.
Uh,
I say 2.5 for him.
Jim
for
Rutherford.
there, and then you're looking at like 3.5 plus for anywhere else.
Jim Rutherford did say, "Hey, if you're a UFA, go shop."
Boss move.
Seriously,
Well, if they
well,
do lose Fleury in his 5.3, that gives him a lot more space to
yes, absolutely.
maneuver.
Mark Streit was on 5.25, unless
It was
Jesus.
retained though.
Yeah,
it was
I-
actually
yeah.
retained twice.
it was.
Philly
Ron
retained,
Ron Haynes
Philly
is
retained
2.8.
some when he got
And then-
traded to Tampa, and then Tampa retained some to go.
He was on
Right.
Tampa?
He was traded the same
Why
day.
was I think? Oh, it was the other straight on the Isles.
No, is that straight?
No, that's Mark Streit.
Straight. Yeah.
There is a Streit though.
Didn't he play for the Isles? The other
Well,
one?
Mark Streit. Oh, he was on the Flyers. Mark Streit, didn't he play for the Islanders?
He played for
And
the Isles.
Montreal.
Now I'm confused. I don't care. Go to San Jose, Tyler. Because you know what? Nobody cares about Mark Streit.
He's gone. See you later.
Sorry about that. That was probably rude.
Mikkel
Bodker.
Bacher.
How do you? What? I don't get it. I genuinely
Boddicker.
don't get it. You know these guys inside and out. You know when they were drafted. They're draft years, and you can't pronounce Bodker. Bodidker.
What a doofus.
Well, that just hurts, Bob.
Sorry.
That was the meanest thing anybody has ever said to me.
Oh,
You know it's genuine.
Tyler, you know I love you. I am drafting Brendan Dillon.
Not bad.
I'm at that point where it's like, all right, time to scramble.
Shlumko?
Shut up.
Former Devil.
I just love that name. Shlumko.
Uh,
Shlumko.
he actually is very good at running the power play, but unproven.
You know, I'd love to see Vegas sign Jumbo Joe.
It'd be
And
hilarious.
just like use San Jose. Like, I would absolutely love that.
Joe, here's your own hotel full of hookers. Have fun.
But in the
Whoa.
that's a family man. He's almost 40 for God's sakes.
Or is he married? We don't know.
Actually, yeah, is he? Good question.
I don't care about the wives. I just care about the stats.
I care about the wives
Let's try this.
deeply.
All right. Let me. I'm gonna retract that statement. I only care about Carrie Underwood. It's the only wife I care about.
Really? What about Jared Stahl's wife? Schmuck.
Oh yeah. He's not even the L.
Joe
Or in
Thornton's
the
spouse is Tabia Fensack.
Who?
Try
Does she
that.
even have a link?
Tabia Fensack.
Is she like?
She's got to fend for her own sack. You know what I mean?
Hopefully it's not that first girl. Why don't you just type in Joe Sakic's wife?
Joe
Joe Thornton's
Joe
wife.
Sakic, huh? There she is.
Yeah, nice. Ugh,
She is beautiful.
gross.
Anyway.
What an attic walrus.
I'm taking Mikhail Bodker too. But some good talent out there. Some good old ass talent. That's the thing. And that's why they expose these guys, because they know Vegas isn't going to take the old ass guys like Joel Ward, like Patty Marlowe, like Joe Thornton, like Paul Martin. It's really good talent, but they're all old as shit. Sorry, guys. On to St. Louis.
Dmitry Yaskin.
Who?
Dmitry Yaskin.
Come again? Neil Yakupov. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure in my first.
Yeah, I gave it over. You try.
Oh,
it.
okay.
It's a New England style IPA.
Ooh, it's tasty. St. Louis has some good talent exposed, don't they?
Yori Laterra.
It's a good pick. It's a great pick, actually. Really like that.
Thank you.
Look at these players, though. I mean, they've got
David Perron.
They've got legit NHL players. Magnus Piarvi.
Landon Ferraro.
Younger.
Kenny Agostino. Scotty Upshall. Oh my gosh, they're all stars.
I mean, Nail Yakupov is still only 23, which seems hard to believe because it seems like he's been a bust since now.
Andrew Agazino.
Like I said,
Name almost rhymes with magazine.
Joe Montaigne.
Yanni Gorda.
Kristaps Gudlevskis. Wasn't he the Latvian tendy that stood on his head?
I think so.
I know so, actually. I don't
What?
even know why I'd asked the question.
In the Olympics.
Oh, I already, I thought he was on Tampa. I scooched down a team.
Oh, I was like, what are you
I
looking
thought,
for this
I
guy?
was like, I was confused as shit right
Galevis?
there.
Did you guys even pick somebody?
Yes, I said Yori Laterra.
Okay, what about Greg?
Yeah, I got lost. Okay?
Got lost?
Yeah, I got lost. Tyler, did I stutter?
He went down to
Yes.
Tampa accidentally.
Shit. I'm managing 2 teams over here. It's not easy. Fuck.
Figure it out.
Who the hell's Brad Malone?
Uh-oh, I'm burping, guys.
Part of me really wants to pick Nail Yakupov.
In the one that we did back in December, I picked him.
I mean, jersey sales, baby. Jersey sales.
You
Vegas
sure?
is an up-and-coming team. Yeah. This is Vegas. What do you mean? It's all Flash. Number 1 pick. Flash. I'm taking Yori Laterra. It's a solid NHL center. That's it. That's it. He's a solid NHL center. Vegas could use him.
Okay.
To Tampa, we go.
Slater Kukali. Kukinen. Or whatever the fuck his name is.
Wow. Okay. How do you follow that up, Bob?
It's actually, I actually know how to pronounce this.
Yeah.
And it's Cuckoo.
Cuckoo. That one.
It's like the Beatles song.
Yeah, because he was in
Cuckoo,
he was in the AHL last year, and they had a dude's last name, Kachoo.
I am here.
So they actually tweeted out the lyrics to that song, and then posted the pictures of their jerseys together, and it was dun ba da 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 Cuckoo Kachoo. So yeah, but that being said, I'm picking JT Brown.
Man, I love the Beatles. Absolutely tremendous song.
You got that?
Hey,
JT Brown.
Jude, don't
You could
bring
tell the type of team I'm building. Physical.
sing us
We're gonna smack you in the face with our bad salaries.
Yeah. Look at it. All our guys are balling over
How do
here,
you get all
making
that
millions
money?
of dollars.
Yeah, how do you get all that money into the building? Armored truck. Uh-oh, low battery. I'm taking Andre Suster. Great young.
Are you gonna be able to finish?
Yeah, it'll be
What
close.
type of charger do you have?
It's in my bag over there.
You should probably go get it after
I
this
probably
pick.
should. I got 8 minutes left on it, it says. Andre Suster, though. Good, young, monster defenseman.
Oh, he's 6'8".
Yeah. He's huge. And if Tampa had some good veteran defensemen that were kind of in his way. I think he'd be a great start with Vegas. I'm going to grab my charger.
Yep.
All right.
Who you got, Tyler? For who's next? Tampa? We just did Toronto. Toronto.
No, we just did Tampa.
Brendan Lesbeck.
Who?
He's been playing in the
Cares.
See, like, oh,
A. Got him.
Should have done that in the mic.
why are you picking him?
Uh,
It doesn't matter while you're picking him. Got him with the rock. I got him with the rock. That was his thing that he would do in the WWE. But seriously, why'd you pick him?
That's good radio.
Awkward silence, baby.
I love it.
I'm gonna keep my picks to myself now.
Okay.
No, why'd you pick him?
Why'd you pick him?
'Cause
Nobody cares.
Oh my gosh. Who was that?
Bobcat.
No.
I'm hit, dog. I'm hit.
I'm hit.
Up
I'm hit,
now.
dog.
Oh man.
Because he had 51 points in 49 games in the A last year.
That's the A. Who cares?
And he's 23.
Oh man. I'm going with Brian Boyle. I'm completely negating the fact that you have to have like dudes in the minors and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Look how deep my depth chart is.
Yeah, absolutely. NHL level talent. Gotta be ready.
Everywhere.
You gotta have it, man.
Gotta be ready, man.
You're gonna have 4 to 5 clean scratches a game. It's basically a line and a half.
I actually really like the Brian Boyle pick.
3
Right?
scratches.
Although, part of me thinks,
3, 7. What's the difference?
whatever, Tyler.
Is that a rule?
Tomato, tomato.
Yo, you can only have 23 players on your roster at a time.
Yeah, whatever.
Joffrey the loophole.
I'm gonna have
God.
a savage coach.
I like the Brian Boyle, but for some reason, I feel like Toronto does their best to bring him back.
Good fourth line center. Right
I really do. I
He's
don't
a
know
UFA.
why.
I want New Jersey to sign him.
He just seems like a good player for that team.
Quality leadership guy.
Older guy, been in the playoffs, been deep as hell in the playoffs. He went to the Cup with the Rangers, right?
And Tampa.
And Tampa. I mean,
Back-to-back years.
that's a great player for those young kids in Toronto to look up to. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? What? Toronto has Brooks Like?
Yeah, he didn't play for him at all last year.
Shit.
The list of players that were either on the long-term injury reserve or in the A.
Is David Clarkson still on that list?
He's on
No,
Columbus.
no, he got traded for Nathan Horton.
That's right.
Who's never gonna play again.
Neither is David
Yeah,
Clarkson.
neither is Clarkson, so.
But like Lupul,
Talk
he's
about the
been
most
hurt all
irrelevant
year.
trade ever.
Well, it was like salaries
Milan
and stuff like
McCulloch,
that, wasn't it?
remember that guy?
Yeah.
He was playing in the AHL. All 4 million of them.
Hey, you know what? Vegas should take.
Looks
No.
like.
I'm taking Kirby Reichel. Great young
He was
winger.
He was a toss away by Columbus.
Yeah, but no, he's been decent. Kirby Reichel.
Pretty sure he led the Marlies in points. I
Keeping it
think
young.
last year.
Sounds right. I know he had to come back here. I know that.
In the A.
Absolute certainty. Yeah, no, of course. I'm building depth. You know what I mean? I'm building a long-term team here. Okay.
So you're doing the exact same thing I'm doing.
Okay, who we got next? Vancouver.
Vancouver.
I'm doing the same thing you are, Tyler, because we heard it on the radio.
Do we have two
Wait.
teams left?
This guy?
Three
Oh.
teams left.
I didn't hear it on the radio.
Yeah? Oh, you
Oh.
didn't?
Well, I mean, I already had him.
Oh. That's what they were talking about while you were getting liquor today.
Oh.
Brennan Gaunce.
Yeah.
He,
26 overall in 14.
yeah, he had 38 points in 46 games in the 2015-2016 season in the AHL. You never know. Whatever. Who cares? Send him back
Okay.
down.
Oh God. My computer's freezing.
Is it plugged in, though?
It is.
Okay, cool.
Got too much going on over there, Greg.
It's not moving. Anyway, I was going to take Brendan Gaunce, but I really feel like Vancouver would have him figured out. How wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? They've got the cap space. He's a great young prospect. Like, why wouldn't they have him dealt with? So, because I think what?
What do you mean dealt with? Like,
Yeah,
Why isn't he?
What do you mean by that? He's brutal.
Why?
Bob is
He
such
had
an
5 points
antagonist.
in like 50-something games last year in the
Wow.
NHL.
So why are you taking him?
So you could stick him in the AHL.
Who's the defenseman I'm thinking of? Because that's who I'm thinking of.
I have no idea who you're thinking of.
Hutton?
No, who's the defenseman
For
I'm thinking?
Vancouver?
They must have protected him.
Hutton? Yeah, I don't think he's
Chris
exposed.
Tanev?
Tanev,
No.
Tanev, Gaunce, same thing.
One's like 26.
That's what I was thinking of.
Chris Tanev, former RIT alumni.
Is he really?
Played one
Yeah, he
year.
played 1 year.
in the Frozen Four, and he got signed. And
First dude to go to the show from them.
Good for him.
No,
Yes.
straight away, yeah. And then
He's the first player to make it to the NHL for him.
Pistano, though?
Yeah,
I
where's
thought he made it.
Grabowski nowadays?
He's in the ECHL. He was actually like the player of playoffs for them or something like that.
In the EC?
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
I believe he plays for the Wheeling.
Wheeling Nailers?
I think so.
Nice.
Well, sure.
Nice.
I thought he played for Elmira because he was still in the Rochester.
Well, Elmira doesn't exist anymore.
All right, but last year they did.
Yeah. Well, he played. I don't know. Let me see.
Anyway, I'm taking Luka Subisa. Solid NHL defenseman talent. Nothing more than that, nothing less
Colorado
than that.
Eagles.
Just an NHL player. That's it. Vancouver's got nobody. Look at this friggin' list.
Grabowski had 80 points in 72 games in the ECHL this year.
Call him up. Look at this Vancouver list, though. Derek Dorsett,
Look at
Jason
him.
Megna, Reed Boucher, Michael
He's
Chaput,
brutal.
Anton
Reed?
Roden.
Is that the former
He got
Devils guy?
he got like taken off of waivers like 3 times in like 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That list is absolutely garbage.
Yeah. Wow. How the tables have turned for Vancouver.
Seriously.
Remember when they went to the Stanley Cup Finals like 4 years ago?
No.
they got raped by Boston.
It seems
No,
like
it's like 7 games,
Wow.
6 games.
Well, no, the last
Tyler's
game
got
seven.
also-
Game 7 they
gotta
got
pull
raped.
out
No,
the
come
R
on,
word.
man.
gotta pull out the R word, huh?
Moving on to Washington.
Fire me.
Lord have mercy, Jesus, on your soul. Vancouver.
Washington.
Just
Washington.
did Vancouver.
Washington.
Just did. I didn't mark down your pick, Bob.
I had Brandon Gauntz.
That's right.
Gauntz.
Okay.
Whatever.
It's good. It's good.
That was actually pretty good.
That was really good.
Like
Washington, let's go. Come on, Tyler.
He just Carl Alzner. They're gonna sign him to a contract.
Vegas? Vegas is?
Yeah.
Nah.
McPhee drafted him.
So?
They're
He
gonna
drafted
sign him.
half these guys.
Yo, you think Vegas? You think what?
Yeah, I think they're gonna
What?
sign Alzner to a contract.
So all of your armchair GMs have been a fallacy
Pretty much.
because you've got Alzner going to the Sabres.
I like in 1 or 2.
1, 2. Keep going. Keep going.
Want me to bring up all my
No.
freaking teams right now?
No.
sure don't.
No.
All right.
No. Because they're going
I-
to take Philip Grubauer.
Okay.
Great young Tendy. Excuse me.
So that's 4 goalies.
You don't want to take a
By my
Phoenix
count, I've got you at
Copley?
5.
I think I have 4.
We'll review after.
Well, I have my depth chart here, so.
You might have missed one. I don't know. We'll see. Unless I missed overclicked. So Tyler, you're taking Alzner. There's no shot Alzner goes to Vegas just because I'll be fucking pissed off if that happens.
Yeah, how pissed?
I will be mad.
I do have 5.
How mad?
Well, I only have.
I'll be so mad.
Okay.
What do they do with TJ Oshie?
Sign him.
Think so?
Hopefully takes a pay cut.
So they sign him. When's did Kuznetsov just get a deal? When's he up?
This year.
Kuznetsov, so this coming year. So he's got
Kuznetsov and Burkowski are
They've got 1
RFAs
year.
this year.
This year, right?
Yeah.
So why aren't they on this list?
Because they got protected.
I didn't know you could protect RFAs.
Yeah.
My
Sabres,
bad.
Sabres protected Gergensons.
Yeah, you're right. No, my bad. Okay.
You can protect a free agent if you wanted to.
Wow, I've got
A UFA.
10 defensemen and only 16 forwards. I'm just a defenseman. Boys, I'm a defenseman through and through. That's all. Oh, man, this is a tough one. You know what? I've got them going with a seasoned vet for some reason. I've got them going Jay Beagle. I really do. I think for some reason I don't
Best
feel like
face-off
just
guys in the league?
what?
One of the best face-off guys.
Face off, shorthanded, again, another seasoned vet that they can learn from, but I don't see
Except he
them being
hasn't
able
won
to.
anything.
I don't. No, but I'm saying just you learn from the older guys, preparation, all of that. Not winning the Stanley Cup, but I don't see Justin Williams going there. I really would love him to go to Vegas, but it was between Jay Beagle and Nate Schmidt. I feel like they could really make a run at Nate Schmidt, but I've already got 10 defensemen, so I'm not making a run at Nate Schmidt.
I would make a run at it. For the Sabres, I'd make a run at Nate Schmidt.
Yeah. No, if I was Vegas, I would too. I mean, but I told you, my Vegas team has 10D. So
Okay.
I need forwards. That's how that one goes. I'm not reshuffling.
So who'd you get?
Jay Beagle, baby.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
PK specialist. He had like 5 PP penalty kill Genos. My God, these West Coast IPAs are catching up with me.
Same.
Or it was the
Amateur.
Rohrbach Space Kitty. Or it was the Rohrbach other IPA that I couldn't tell you the name of.
All right, what team are we on, guys? We are
Last
pushing
one.
like 3.5 hours here.
No, we're not.
Feels like it. Man, time is moving by.
We're on the last team.
Slow. I
Last
know.
We're
team.
literally on the last team.
I am exhausted. This is exhausting, and these guys got to do it for 3 days. Man,
You know what? I'm just coming into my element. I get another 3 days in me.
Haven't
I'm
chub
going-
since 10 a.m.
I'm gonna take a nap when you guys leave.
Half chubs till Wednesday.
If it lasts longer than 4 hours, please contact your.
Wait, no, that's full on, not halfers.
You're right. With halfers, you can triple the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes
At some point, you'll just have to deal with it. Okay, Winnipeg, who you got?
I love the awkward side when Tyler says something and just letting it sit there for like that 5 seconds and just letting everybody just soak into that. Just wear it.
Everybody has a role.
Yep. Who you got, Tyler?
Marco Dano.
Marco Dano. Knew it. Friggin' knew it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was a little surprised to see him on the exposed list.
We gotta expose somebody. They have a lot of good young forwards.
Good talk.
All I heard was blah blah blah. Good forwards.
Hemina Labatt Ice. Good young forwards.
Yeah, Toby Enstrom.
Toby Enstrom. You got him taking him?
Yep.
Why the frig not?
Why? Yeah, why not?
And you know what, Babo? With that pick, you just hit your minimum defenseman.
Well, also, I do have a trade to announce of my own picks. I swapped Malcolm Subban for Adam McQuaid. That then finalizes my 9th pick.
Ugh.
My 9th defenseman.
Ugh. Well, that would be 10 now.
What? Click
Yeah.
view team.
Right now, it's 9 without.
Click
that.
view team for me. I must compare.
Well, okay, let me take my pick, and then
Okay.
we'll review teams.
Yes.
Is that good?
Sure.
Because I'm also taking Marco Dano. I'll make it quick. Like him as a player. He's good. I've only got 2 tendies, though. I need 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you guys ever listen to me
No.
with the rules?
Well, sounds like I'm taking Michael Hutchinson. Because that's a Winnipeg tendy. Shit. I don't want to take
I
him.
have 30 guys.
I don't want to take him at all. That sucks. Man, I would have taken Antti
I
Raanta.
do have.
This is exactly what Bob was alluding to in the beginning of the pod. How it's tough to be going alphabetically and not filling in a roster.
Yes.
Right.
By depth. You fill it in by depth.
Yes.
That's how they're doing it. They're like, all right, who's our centers that we could pick?
That's your team, Bobo.
All right.
So tendies.
I have 10 defensemen here. On there it says 9. So I have Enstrom. I don't have Fowler. How do I have Cam Fowler on there?
Yeah, I might have missed.
Wait, he's not even.
He's not even on the
Yeah, how did I do that?
Vatanen. So that's It's got to be Vatanen.
Oh my!
Jesus Christ, Greg.
What are you doing over there?
I don't know. I probably missed the button. What do you want from me?
We're having some technical issues here, folks.
Amateurs over here.
Amateurs?
Amateurs.
It's not easy making picks for 2 teams.
Well, I guess I could just look at my
Oh, hey,
team.
what do you want? Oh, okay. Click. Oh, hey, I'm gonna pick this guy. Click.
I got my team. Maybe it's since I didn't care about Bob's team.
We're good, Greg. My salary cap hit now that I finalized it for some reason. I'm at $62 million.
Woohoo!
That's nothing.
I'm at 52.
Cool. Good job. You still have like $35 million to spend.
I'm at 49.
25.
I'm at 49, baby.
I do have 10 NHL defensemen though, so.
Do we run through the rosters real quick?
And
or
actually,
no?
Real quick.
Is it going to be a flurry of monstrosity?
pretty much.
Tyler, send it. Right down the line.
Like.
Yep.
All right, so
How else do you do it? I don't know. How
All right.
else? Let's hear your team.
What the
my forwards: Mike Camilleri, Mikhail Bodker, Marcus Kruger, Lee Stepniak, Matt Calvert, Dmitry Yaskin, Hutton Shikurik.
Dimitri who?
Yaskin.
Okay.
From St. Louis.
I'll believe you.
Marco Dano, William Carrier, Colton Sissons, Patrick Eves, Brandon Gauntz, Jordan Wheel, Brandon Lesbick, Tyler Picklick, Alexander Mamiskov, Mikhail Grigorenko. Defenseman.
That's a young team, huh?
I got a lot of defensemen though. Mark Mathot, Jason Demers, Alexei Yemlin, Marco Scandella, Dan Hamuse, Thomas Hickey, Brandon McNabb, Carl Osner, Slater Cuckoo, Xavier Ouellette. My goalies are Marc-Andre Fleury, Antti Ranta, and Malcolm Subban.
Nice.
Not bad.
So I'm probably going to trade a couple defensemen.
Yeah.
Because they're all kind of top 4 defensemen.
So,
Except for like Kukal and Ouellette.
Bobo?
your boy Bobby D has Bobby Ryan, Dustin Brown, Yori Laterra, all-stars. This team is just slated with all-stars. Cody Eakin, he's going to be a 70-goal scorer. Lee Stepniak,
Wait,
70 goal
70
scorer?
goal
Lee Stepniak, 80-goal scorer. Brock Nelson,
in their
30-goal
career?
scorer.
Like in their career?
Good chirp. Hunter Shinkaruk, Jonathan Marchessault.
Who's Hunter? Who's Hunter Shinkaruk?
He's on Calgary.
Yeah, no, who is he though?
It doesn't matter who he is.
Probably has zero idea. Just listen to Tyler's
I'm
pick
sending
on
him
that
down
one.
to the minors. It even says minor right there. So we got Bobby Ryan, Dustin Brown, Yori Laterra, Cody Eakin, Lee Stepniak, Brock Nelson, Hunter Shinkaruk, Jonathan Marchessault, William Carrier, Austin Watson, Brendan Gaunce, Radim Verbata, Sam Gagner, a.k.a. Sam Gagne, Brian Boyle, Mikhail Grigorenko.
What's that? What is that?
I don't know. I'm just
Is that an accent?
having fun with their last names.
Boy, yeah.
Now to the D, arguably the best D core in the league. Toby Enstrom, Sammy Vatanen, Brendan Dillon, Adam McQuaid, Matt Dumba, John Merrill, Trevor Van Riemsdyk, Dylan. That is not my pick. How is he on my roster?
See, it's tough to hit those little buttons.
That was definitely JT Brown. So JT Brown's in my forwards. And it said Dylan Beluge. We're going to change this real quick. Boom, boom.
Fast.
Yes, it will. Up to the top. Boom, boom. JT Brown back in the forward depth chart. And we're good. Finish it off with Nikita Nesterov, Chris Russell, Brendan Smith, and my 4 goalies are Marc-Andre Fleury, Peter Mrazek, who I believe are going to be the top 2, and the actual picks for the Vegas Golden Knights. Michael Neuwirth and Philip Grubauer, who I see getting traded. So that's the team. You want me to run through it again?
No.
Neither do I.
This is tough because I just chose all NHL level talent, so that's the problem with not filling in a roster slot, right? But our stud on forward, starting out with James Neal.
Wow, he's brutal.
Geno Central. Yori Laterra, Mikkel Bodker. I got Michael Raffle for a little depth. Jay Beagle, Kyle Clifford, DSP, Joachim Nordstrom, young stud. Duh. Kirby Reichel, another young stud. Marchessault, Carrier, Burmistrov. All young. Burmistrov. Fight me. Jesper Fast. Stepan Matteaus, send him to the AHL because Bob was super upset about that pick. So send him to the AHL.
He will be.
Josh Anderson, nasty, Grigorenko, and Drew Stafford, bringing it up the rear. Defenseman, Mark Matha, Marco Scandella, Lucas Sabisa, AHL. Josh Manson, TVR, Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Calvin DeHaan, Patrick Nemeth, Griffin Reinhart, Michael Stone, potential top 3. Andrew Susta, Andre Suster. You can call him Andrew Susta. Marc-Andre Fleury, Peter Mrazek, and unfortunately Michael Hutchinson because I planned poorly. So I ended on Michael Hutchinson. My
Not a
team's
bad
winning.
backup.
My team's winning.
My team's winning.
My team's winning.
My team's winning.
Sounds like we should create shell rosters.
No, that's... Well, we'd have to sim it
Exactly.
because I'm not good at shell.
Yeah, no, I'd bury you. So we'd have to
Well,
sim it.
You're not going to bury me.
We'd have to sim it and see whose team wins.
How are we going to do a 3-team sim?
You just
Well,
gotta...
Tyler, it's a best of 3 tourney.
Duh.
One plays the other, one plays the other. Boom.
All right, well, why don't we end it with what are we drinking? Because we're drinking a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
boozed up.
let's get it real quick. I'll do mine real quick. I am drinking the Two Roads. Too juicy. The off-season, #off-season content is too juicy to deal with.
Me? I
Here you go.
am drinking the 21st Amendment. I already finished this can, so it's going to be misleading. Blah, blah, blah IPA. Because you know what? The manager is spitting a lot of blah, blah, blah to make fee. He's got to sort through it, make the right deals. Go kill it, McPhee. You got him by the balls.
Or you could say that the NHL insiders are just giving us blah, blah, blah because they really don't know what is going to happen.
Well, that's what they do year round, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
What about you, Tyler?
I got the Weyerbacher.
Come again?
Weyerbacher?
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 Weyerbach.
Weyerbacher.
There's an ER at the end.
Ah, Weyerbacher.
Weyerbacher.
Sure.
Insanity. Aged LH and barrels.
Ale-aged in arrows.
Barrel aged? Is that what you're trying to say?
Barrel-aged in, like, oak or something?
Oak barrel.
Yeah.
It's aged in
Oak cast
oak
barrel-aged.
barrels.
Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for.
Nailed it.
Insanity, cause it's absolute insanity. what's going on. 3 days. We have to wait till all the picks are in, all the trades are made, and then we can see how wrong we were.
So wrong. So exponentially wrong.
And then Friday, entry-level draft, more trades, and then after that, it's free agency, frenzy.
Silly season.
Free agency, frengency? Frengency.
Free agent frenzy.
Frengency, right? That just to be
All
clear,
right.
is frengency.
It's well known that I can.
Yeah, I don't care because it's not going to get old ever.
Oh man.
Every time we're going to harp on it, so don't expect it to go away, folks. You can look forward to that on S&B every single fucking time.
Whether we're drinking heavily or not.
Does not matter. I suck.
What's an acceptable hit rate on your players to what Vegas is taking? 20%?
Yeah.
Like if they
50.
took a fifth of the players, I guess.
Did
I
you
would
say
be
15 or
pumped.
50?
50.
You think half?
No. I think
I'll take that bet.
33.33%. I would be happy.
I would be pumped if like 8. So what is it? 30 total.
a quarter. Yeah, like 25%.
7. If I got 7 guys right, I would be being stoked.
Me too.
Do you know the NBA draft analysts? Their hit rate was 40%.
Because they suck. They're not Bob McKenzie. Bob McKenzie is like almost dead on.
Bull.
Yeah.
Bull.
No.
I don't know how else to dispute that. And with that,
Well, then we'll see. We'll compare Bob's
does
draft.
Bob actually have a mock?
Not a,
Vegas?
well, no, I'm talking about entry level draft. We'll compare.
oh.
We'll compare his
I
entry
was
level
talking
draft
Vegas.
to the first round.
I
I
was
don't know.
talking
I don't know if
Vegas.
he did one, but
I don't think so.
today
He
at
will.
5 o'clock, TSN is doing
He
one.
will?
Or he has his
Tyler,
top.
don't make shit up.
He's probably on the TSN panel that's doing it today at 5 o'clock.
Probably.
They're doing a mock draft
Yeah,
today?
Pierre and him, probably
His-
Elliot,
alright.
Elliot Friedman.
He might not
Well,
have the
actually,
exact numbers wrong or right, but he has like his top 30 players like always like pretty much go in the first round.
You're talking entry draft, though.
Yes.
I'm talking Vegas draft. Because we just did a whole Vegas draft.
But for the sake of argument, we
Wait,
should
weren't you
compare
just
the entry
talking
level
about
draft.
the NBA entry draft though?
True.
You're
And
right.
that's why I said
That's
they had
true.
40%, so I'm like, not Bob, because Bob's a man.
Yeah, but just because all of his picks are in the top 30 and they go in the top 30 doesn't mean they go to the correct team.
I'm curious about Vegas.
It goes
though.
pretty quick.
Like so
Or
of your
pretty good.
30 picks, how many would you confidently say are going to be picked by Vegas?
15.
How much you want to bet?
Yeah, really.
I'm not gonna bet on this.
We already made a bet
I
with 10
already
chicken
had-
wings. I'll make it 20.
I already have outstanding bets with both of you right now. I don't wanna
What is our
have it.
outstanding bet? We didn't even get
It
to
was that Nashville is going back to the conference finals.
Next year,
Yeah.
SlowCon.
What?
SlowCon.
What is that?
Long play.
Long
like
con.
a slow con.
Long con.
Slow, long.
Because I'm going to count them. I bet him $7,000.
That's it.
Oh, and then we also bet that Kobe would have over 60 points in
We did.
next year.
He's going to.
No, he's not.
He's going to have 78 points.
That's a 6-pack, and then the Preds
If he
is
goes to
$5.
a contender,
78. He's gonna be top 10 in points.
Yeah.
Just coming right back into the show.
for sure. Especially
Hey, you know what? Radulov came right back in and had
got
54
52
points.
on a really bad team
Yeah. So
that won a division.
while I'm not saying I agree with Bob, maybe it's not crazy.
Can you if he goes
I
to
think it's crazy.
if he goes to like a Dallas or something like that, when he's playing with like a ridiculous center,
Don't care.
night in night out,
Don't care.
he 100. If he's playing with Jamie Benn or Tyler Sagan, even Jason Spezza, the Apple team
Jamie Benn's a
that
left
he is,
winger.
I'd bet you over under 65 points.
5 wings, 10 wings, 10 wings,
10 wings. I was
10
say
wings.
5 was not getting me anywhere.
10 wings,
10 wings?
10 wings.
I've got under 65 points for Kobe.
I have over 60. Well, I'll just do the same bet. You want to just do the same bet?
What was your bet?
60
60.
points.
Oh, okay, 60. Yeah, double. Yeah, I'll just add right onto that. 10 wings?
10 wings. If I'm wrong, I'll just buy like a wing
Let's
platter.
go.
I'll just buy a wing platter for all of us.
You know what? That sounds nice, regardless.
I'll just buy like 50 wings from Jeremiah's or something.
Let me write that down.
Okay.
Derailed real quick to end it.
Shall we end this?
Yeah.
So Wednesday is the mock draft, or not the mock draft,
Wow,
the
Bob,
actual
release.
expansion draft.
We've got several bets.
I don't remember any of them. That's my problem. It's a quick memory.
Do you want to hear them or not? No,
No,
you don't.
we'll do it off air.
Yeah,
So Wednesday expansion draft in Vegas after or during the NHL awards ceremony. We're not sure that
which starts at 8 p.m.
they haven't.
NBA or NBC Sports Network.
They haven't given us like the slate of what they're going to be doing on Wednesday. So when you guys find out, we'll find out. And then Friday, the Devils have the number 1 pick overall. The Sabres have the number 8th overall. We'll see if that changes after Wednesday.
Maybe trade.
We shall see.
Maybe Timmy Liljegren.
I definitely think the the Devils will be taking the number 1 pick. We got lucky. You just take it.
Why not?
Draft it.
Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
Like,
Don't deal with it.
Send it.
Um,
Don't overthink it.
So look for possibly a podcast Wednesday night late. We shall see.
Yes.
And then next weekend we're going to be recapping. Did we come to a conclusion on this?
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday we'll be recapping the drafts.
I like the weekend pods, you know?
Yeah, so do
Good.
I.
It's good for my new shitty schedule.
Understood.
So, just being completely honest, yeah.
That's fine.
Tyler, did you just reference Rihanna there?
He did.
Nice,
Ugh,
man.
Gross.
No, but he sounded like her, didn't he?
Sunday we gotta do it early. So.
We'll figure it out.
After the barbecue, the nice box barbecue, we're all going to be hungover as shit.
Alright,
Wow. If I have a beer, I'll be cocked immediately again.
Yeah. Even more inspiration to do it.
Alright. Well, I mean,
Well, Tyler, we'll figure it out.
Not too early, but
We'll figure it out.
first
Lunchtime.
Yes. Perfect.
Look at us. This is a resilient bunch. Maybe
But
we'll
I
just
will have
hit
to be done
Roarbox again
before.
next weekend. Who knows?
Parkway.
Parkway? Who knows?
Parkway Diner?
We'll
figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Greg, you want to hit the button so it stops recording?
I can do that.
And folks,
Ladies and
we
gents,
will see you next time.
Thank you.
You just hit that red button.